Babality.
So you're not into yiffing?
No. Yiffing, yes.
Yiffing?
That's the term.
What is yiffing?
It's a term referred to furries having sex. No, I am not into yiffing.
Isn't that what the fox says? Yep.
No?
Yip.
Yiffing.
No.
Gather around, folks, and let's shoot the shit with K7 slips and 16-bit. They are the katana of the Midwest, the scorpion of the U.S., the cabal of the internet, and don't forget the special guest, KTP. Kombat Tune Podcast, now don't tell me that you never heard of that. It's official, it's the original. All imitations are just pitiful. Grab some food and get ready to go. Turn up the volume, because it's time for the show.
Alright, Kombat Tune Podcast. Number 33, where we record people talking. We have a young prodigy for our guest this week. This guy has had success in a bunch of different games, including Mortal Kombat and Injustice. We have the young SonicFox.
That was anti-dramatic.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
It needs to be more yellowish.
Alright, you're kicked off the show. We're getting a new guest.
Alright, bye guys.
So let's start off by asking a tantalizing question. Would you say you're the undisputed child prodigy of NRS games? Have you surpassed your old rival, Kerbo?
That's a tough one, because he did beat me at Winter Brawl, but I've taken more majors than him, so that's tough. I don't know.
Every one of those Big E majors where, like, it's East Coast, you win every single one of them. Like, I literally can't remember how many of those Big E tournaments you've won. So would you say that makes you the number one prodigy?
I don't know. There might be that one little kid that doesn't go to tournaments. Probably come and body me free.
You've also beaten Forever King, the other child prodigy.
Junior.
Oh, Forever King, yeah. He's really good. But, I mean, he's not ready for Sonya.
Damn. On blast. Already.
No, I don't mean it like that because we talk all the time. I'm just like, I guess I just know how to fight Sonya.
Do you guys talk about these games? Do you guys talk about kid stuff, like the latest cartoons and shit like that?
Oh, we just kind of troll. We just troll each other. Same thing with Kerbo. Him and I just troll each other on, like, Minecraft or something. We're not worried about... And we occasionally talk about tournaments. But other than that, we're usually trolling each other on Minecraft if we're not talking about tournaments.
Do you feel weird talking to old people? Like, do you look at, like, me as, like, an old-timer? Are you like, that dude's near death? Like...
No, I'm just kind of like, hey, guys.
Yeah, we're old.
I'm just kind of like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, do you view us as like old like farts with bad reactions, and we are just like old grumpy old men like back in our day? Blah, blah, blah.
I view people in my gaming life differently than I view them in real life.
All right, I like that.
How did
Your voice seems like it's become more manly.
Yeah,
I mean, I could have swore I did make a post on one of 16-bit threads saying, you know, you hit puberty and shit happens.
Yeah, I remember, like, a year ago, I blew you up bad, because you're like, hey, everybody, it's SonicFox! No fucking way we're gonna have that.
You got it wrong. It's like, hey, everybody, it's SonicFox! You know? You got it so wrong.
You're growing up.
Yeah.
Yes, look, you take all these horrible classes in high school, and then... stress.
How is high school these days for the kiddies?
Huh?
How is high school these days?
Well, I don't know how people do in other classes. I mean, it's not my business for me to know what they do in that other classes.
Are you like a freshman?
Sophomore.
How are your grades? How are you doing?
Pretty good. I mean, what do you call it? I took all honor classes and doing really, really good so far right now. I mean, my opinion of B is doing good. I don't care what anybody else says.
Wait, you have honor classes?
Yes. I'm going to be taking an AP next year, though.
When I was your age, all I cared about was doing fatalities, and I was getting C's and D's and F's.
Me too.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, do you call it? My lowest grade. What do you call it? Because my first market period just ended. My lowest grade was a 75 in biochem honors. Because I don't know. It's just too much stuff for biology. I mean, I finally understood chemistry, but then it's two classes in one. It's what the hell's going on since A and B days. I have block scheduling.
I'm suddenly intimidated by a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I'm very happy because from what I've seen, the youth in this game are all idiots. Waffles is obviously barely functional.
And
Pimp and Jim recently asked if dinosaurs were real. John Haruza is one of the dumber people I know. All these kids that I know are dumber than rocks.
What do you call it? Here's my philosophy. If you can't even play an NRS fighter, I give up all hope for you.
Damn. Wow. A lot of people just got blown up.
Yeah, I just kind of blew up 40 to 50% of the online community.
Just blew up an audience.
If you can't even play an NOS game, no, you just quit. Your fighting games aren't meant for you.
All right.
That's just my philosophy. It's because NRS games are probably the most easiest things to play in the entire fighting game genre, and it's if you can't even play that, I'm sorry.
I agree. They're pretty simple.
It's okay to be decent. Yeah, it's
no,
okay
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do agree.
If you're decent at it, that's fine. But if you to the point where it's you don't even you forgot what a block button was, or it's it's not even there, I'm I give up hope for you in anything else. Go back to shooters.
What other fighting games do you like? I mean, I know you play Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I dropped Soul Calibur. Let's see. My most favorite all-time fighting game right now, Skullgirls. I love that game. Probably the best fight I've ever played, and I advise people to go pick it up. But yeah, I play currently Injustice, Chaos Code. Just recently picked up Aquapaza, Dead or Alive 5, and Skullgirls. And Mortal Kombat.
Aquapaza, what the fuck?
It's a good anime fighter. It's a good anime fighter.
Why don't you play the Street Fighters and the Marvels of the world?
Because Capcom. Just no. I hate Capcom.
Why?
Because they make games that are just ew. Do you not know how to patch a game? I mean, I have no excuse for NRS either, so. It's just that, I mean, I never grew up playing Capcom games to begin with, and when I started Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition, I was kind of I mean, I understood how the game worked, but I'm it's not my type of game. I mean, I know when a couple people say, because you don't have the fundamentals to play. I'm trust me, I have fundamentals to play any fighting game. I just don't like Street Fighter.
What do you like about it?
It's just it feels so slow to me. Everything's going so slow. It's just kind of it's poke after poke after poke, and nothing really crazy is happening. I like stuff that's kind of you mess up. I mean, it's not where you mess up, you automatically die, how Marvel is. It's you mess up, it's you lose a lot of health for messing up. Or it's it's just mainly really fast action pace. How Mortal Kombat is, if you mess up, you lose about 30-40% of your health, or you improvise. Just I don't feel that in Street Fighter 4, there's not much improvising. I like improvising.
I agree. My kind of my beef with Street Fighter 4 is that there's so many defensive options.
Yeah, I like being offensive.
The best way to blow up someone blocking is a throw, and that only does I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like games where it's you keep blocking, you're gonna get guard broken, or yeah.
Yeah, that was, and then to get out of it, there's literally 5 different ways to not be thrown. So you got to condition them 2-3 different ways before you can even get the throw. And then, I mean, Street Fighter 4 has these unblockables now, so it's
I heard about that.
It's totally unbalanced now.
Yeah, what do you call it? That's one of the other reasons I don't play the game, because I feel the characters are so overpowered in that game. Certain characters, kind of how Mortal Kombat was, but worse than that, because certain characters can't literally do nothing in certain matchups.
Yeah, I played with Vega for for a
I played
while.
Sakura.
You play what?
Sakura.
Yeah, and like Vega doesn't have anti-air. He doesn't have a reversal, so I have to improvise my anti-airs. Some characters I can't anti-air at all. So like the scrubbiest Abel doing jumping short, or the scrubbiest Yoon or Yang jumping around, or Rufus jumping around doing dive kicks, I can't do nothing about. And then they knock me down one time, and I don't have a reversal, and I'm fucked. So like, yeah, like there's some characters they're completely don't have some aspects of the game, and I think that's terrible. But I did find out today that Vega is getting a reversal flip kick, and I'm creaming myself.
Yeah, recall I saw the USF4 patch notes. If and most likely I will not. If I do pick up USF4, probably gonna be maining Poison, because it's not like Street Fighter 4 hasn't already taken like $120 off of me from one game already. And I haven't even bought any costumes or DLC. That's crazy. It's not like, then it's like, now they're coming up with this. I'm like, no, you have 4 different versions of the same game now.
Yeah, but I agree. I like a game that has good, solid offense. Like,
yeah, Skullgirls is one of them. It's like probably the most balanced fight I've ever played.
If you get in and you make a read, like you get your damage and you get some momentum. And that's how it should be. Not, oh, yay, I got it. I guessed right and got fucking 12%, and that's it.
Yeah, Skullgirls, the way it works, like, you get touched, and then, like, if you finally get opened up, it's mainly reset-oriented. So it's kind of like, think of, like, how MVC 2 was, except it's not like where you get touched in MVC 2, you can still just die. It's like, you have so many different ways to, like, everybody can do this too. Everybody has like a billion different ways to reset you so many times. Like, it's one of those games that forces you to pay attention to literally everything that's going on. Not as dramatic as Marvel is, but still you have to pay attention, or you're going to get reset, and you gotta catch on to patterns and everything. But it's like, people don't really know about it. People think, oh, it's another Marvel ripoff. I'm like, no, it's not. There's no. I mean, pre-patched Skullgirls, like the one on console right now, has TODs, but the one on PC, they took that out. It's kind of like, how stun works in Street Fighter? You get hit a certain amount of times and you kind of get stunned. Well, in that one, it's kind of like you get hit an X amount of times and you break the combo. Kind of like Reset Stun Guy.
All right, but, I mean, no one in the NRS audience knows what you're talking about.
Only a few know. I'm going to go on to something else anyway. But going back to Capcom, the only game I still kind of like from them is Darkstalkers.
Yeah, that game's got an old school feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, fast paced. I like it. I picked up, BB Hood and Jada. Get it.
Oh, I love BB Hood. She's one of the coolest fighting characters ever.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, what you gonna find out of this basket? What you want?
She's awesome.
She pulls out a knife and it's like, yo.
It's funny, you talk about momentum. Soul Calibur was really big on momentum.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you got someone knocked down, like, it could be over. Like, you could spend the rest of the game trying to get up and guess right.
That's kind of how DOA 5 works, which I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the best Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur 2. And I picked up that game 2 days ago too, along with Aquapaza.
How is
and if it's at NEC, I'll get it. It's really, really good. Like, that's one of my most favorite. No, it's my second most favorite Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 3 is probably, in my opinion, the best one. But people fail to disagree. Or people disagree with me, like right now.
3?
Yes, I love 3.
Terrible.
No, other people say it's the best. People say it's like the most broken.
3 is the biggest broken pile I've ever seen.
What do you mean? It's like they took everything good with Soul Calibur 2 and put it in Soul Calibur 3.
Dude,
and then
the characters are brain dead broken in that game.
You mean Soul Calibur 4?
4 was good.
Soul Calibur 4 is broken. What do you mean?
How is 4 broken compared to 3?
You got touched by Ivy, you died.
Is this Solomel?
You got touched by Zasaslam, you died. It's like...
In 4?
Yes! You had combos that like took all your health away. Like, there were so many infinites in that game too. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know about that.
Solomel
does not have an infinite.
No, they don't. Hilda does.
Hildy should have been banned.
She was.
Yeah, she was dumb. I agree.
Yeah, and then somebody found out another. I think they found out another Hilda loop in Soul Calibur 5.
I
mean,
wouldn't be
it's hard to
surprised.
hit. It's hard. I mean, I mean Viola, and people always think, "Oh, I'm a tier whore." I'm like, I don't look for top tier. I just kind of like the characters I pick up just end up so happen to be top tier.
Wait,
Or I
hold
mean,
on.
usually I look for mid tier. Or
Your main is Melina. Who calls
I-
you a tier whore?
I know that's exactly why. Like, it's like a lot of people I play in the online community think, "Oh, I can only play top tier to be good." No, I'm like, look, I played Melina. Get out of here. I mean, my backup for MK was Sonya, after all. But because I mean, it's just because I love the characters themselves, not because well, I need to. I mean, the only character I've done this so far was Injustice because I needed to pick up Martian Manhunter to fight Aquaman. I mean, other than that, I loved Batgirl as a character herself. And when they announced her for Injustice, and I picked her up, she just so happened to be top tier, and I was like, and I discovered she had a vortex, and I was like, wow.
Didn't you play with Harley first?
Yeah, but I mean, what do you call it? I knew there was going to be. I had heard from other people that there were going to be DLC characters such as Batgirl and others, so I was like, yo, Batgirl.
Why do you play these chick characters? Are they your favorites?
Yes, female or feminine characters seem to be my most favorite.
How come?
I don't know. They seem to be like to be more agile, relentlessly rushing you down or setting you up.
You like to ogle them?
Yeah, like Oki. Like for some reason, like in every anime fighter I pick up, there's always that one tranny or trap in that game, and then pick them up. When I pick them up, they always have my playstyle because it's like. I don't know why anime fighters feel it's okay that like all traps have to have Okazemi setups everywhere, but they do, and it's like, what the hell? That's what I look for.
Did you know Robin once dressed up like Batgirl in the comics? If that was a costume, would that be the version of Batgirl you use? Dick Grayson dressed as Batgirl?
No, I would have even looked in this direction. First of all, you're my character, get off her. And second, I'm like, why are you cosplaying as one of my favorite characters? You're a guy.
Which, I mean, did you like Batgirl from like the animated series? I mean, have you ever even seen that shit? Like,
Yeah,
why do you like Batgirl? You're like 12 years old.
I watched the anime series. I watched the animated series. I mean, it was the one with Green Lantern though. What was that series with Green Lantern? Like Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Justice
was that
League?
the one?
Justice League.
Yeah, I watched that one.
That was tight.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Didn't Batgirl occasionally go on that one?
She was on Young Justice and shit.
Yeah, it was one of those. Because I watched both of them for only a little bit before I moved on to other cartoons. But yeah, it's just like Batgirl, just like you just that name and the way she looks. It's like cool. Yeah.
Is it the character or is it the style of play?
It's the character. But then, like I said, right when I picked her up, I discovered she had all the stuff, and she's annoying, and she's a bit cocky, just like me. It's like, hey.
Yeah, she seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah, people say
Yeah,
that,
she's
like,
got
Batgirl.
Melina's teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, except she's like, you get hit by that teleport, I get a better reward for it now.
Yeah, what happened against KDZ, man?
I don't know. I've watched that match so many times. I was like,
Why did
only
you
I hit
keep
the target.
teleporting?
I don't know. I was scared it was 4-2 because it was in midair. I was in range if it was 4-2, and I thought it was going to do it. I was going to, like, teleport, and it never did. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, you're
I should've
supposed to
said
be
it
like an
out.
honor student. You're supposed to be smart.
I know, but it's like, all he needed was one combo, and all I needed was one teleport, and it was kind of like, I took the risk, and then I paid off. It happens. And I kept input error because my hands went numb from nervousness, but after that match, I've retaliated, and I was like, you know what? Never again.
So you're ready for NEC is what you're saying.
NEC, yes. But
Yeah,
I'm
are
always
you?
Emperor Theo's Aquaman. To be honest. Or any Aquaman play, to be honest. It's because the Batgirl versus Aquaman matchup was so bad for Batgirl.
Is it still bad even though his trait got nerfed?
Yes. It's just his trait shuts down her vortex automatically. And his reach is way better. It's like he gets a bigger damage output than I do. The only way I have a chance of killing him is keeping him in the corner. And if I don't have him in the corner, I'm pretty much screwed from there.
Okay.
That's why I picked up Martian Manhunter. I had to.
I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like his setups too. Like, he is one of those characters that match my archetype. He just so happens to be broken, so.
Yeah, people are saying he's the Cabal of this game.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So, like, number one, no question.
Yes. Then it would be Aquaman.
So wait, not Martian. Wait. The Cabal of the game, meaning no bad matchups, 7-3s most of the cast.
No even matchups.
Well,
Cabal
who
has
says that?
Cabal has some even matchups, didn't he?
No,
Cabal's got like 2 or 3.
two, possibly.
Who?
Like Reptile.
Maybe.
Yeah. Christy kind of blew up PL that one tournament. I was like, oh snap.
Is that even really even, or just 6-4 Cabal?
I would
Probably
say that's
6.
even.
It's probably 6.
Wait, what matchup?
Reptile Cabal.
versus Cabal.
No, 6-4 Cabal definitely.
It's
Jesus
debatable.
knows.
It's debatable.
What else?
Yeah. Even?
Wow was the argument.
Who still believes that?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
There's no way that that's even.
Remember when I used to say that Melina versus Cabal was 5-5?
Yeah, that was a debacle.
I was exposed. But it was a good match, though. I mean, I almost made it like 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, people could beat Cabal, but what were the even matchups? Like,
Kratos.
Kenshi and
Kratos.
Hand out.
There's no way Kenshi's even.
Yeah, no way.
Block Infinite.
Cabal was so bad that if anyone that could reasonably compete were like, oh my god, it's an even matchup. MIT is like, dude, I think Liu Kang is even and it's the answer.
Wait, maybe Cyrax is 5-5.
No way.
No way.
No.
Look what happened at last Evo, though. It was kind of like
That
Rio.
was just DJT playing out of his mind.
But it's Rio. It's Rio. It's like probably the best MK player. My opinion. But then DJT came in out of nowhere and blew him up, so that kind of
I
like
think
my whole.
DJT had a style that I don't think Rio was prepared for.
Yeah, I agree.
I've always wanted to fight DJT though. Like he was like, "Oh, I'll blow you up." I'm like, man, I know the Cyrex matchup so free. It's like we've always talked to each other, like saying, "Oh, who would win?" But it's like we never got to play, and it's too late now because MK is practically dead. I think NEC may be MK9's last tournament before it dies off.
Who would you say are like the 3 MK players you never got to play? Because you never traveled outside the East Coast.
You mean like online or offline?
Like in a tournament, like the 3 guys that you want them in a major. You'd be like, I know I can beat this guy. I want my shot.
Well, I would have to say Foxy Grandpa. I mean, I don't know if I can beat him or not, but I've never played him before, and I've always wanted to. I mean, I don't really think about stuff. It's kind of like I go in and I fight, and it's like I'll either win or I'm gonna body free. It's kind of how I go out, and I'm thinking about all my matches. So it's like, but for the most part, I've always wanted to play Foxy Grandpa offline. I mean, we occasionally I've only played him once online. It was kind of a bit laggy, but happens. Oh my god!
Why Foxy Grandpa?
Because it's like he's so good. He looks so solid.
He didn't even do that good.
Didn't he? But I thought he did, didn't he?
He did okay.
The best in Europe.
13th at Evo.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I mean, there's 12 other players that did better that you might not have played.
I talk to Pick Up the Head all the time. Like we discuss everything, and I've never played him in tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. You think you'd beat him? Come on, give us some real talk. Give us some real talk.
Injustice, I think I can take him. Sorry, Pig. But Injustice, I think I can take Pig easy because
Easy?
Zod versus Batgirl is pretty bad. It's pretty bad for Zod. I mean, he may disagree with me, but probably after you publish this podcast is going to be all over my inbox.
It's my first one.
He's going to be blowing me up at NCC too. He's probably gonna, after this podcast, he's probably going to money match me for about $2,000 on stream. What do you call it? But yeah, I think it's just the natural base for Zod versus Batgirl. It's really, really bad for Zod. And it kind of comes down to he can't be put in the vortex. I can't let him get it straight out. And it's easier for me to put you in the vortex, and it's easier for me to prevent him from bringing out the trait, because I can punish him the moment he tries it. And Mortal Kombat, he would probably, we'd either be even or he'd probably beat me.
Who would you use versus Kenshi?
Kung Lao.
Wow.
Yes, I use everybody in Mortal Kombat. People don't know that about me. I can literally use everybody in the entire game.
Even Kratos?
Yes, I can do his infinite too.
He has an infinite?
Yes.
Infinite?
2-1 dash cancel, 2-1 dash. That's an infinite. It's really strict, but it's an infinite.
What?
Yeah. You never knew that?
Kratos players on blast.
Yeah.
You never knew that 2-1 dash cancel 2-1. That was an infinite. It's still there.
I never knew about
I
that.
don't know shit about Kratos.
Yo, I'm not.
Did you know about that 16-bit?
No, I don't know anything about Kratos.
I know about his combos that he can like dash cancel with and then combo into his forward 4.
No one knows anything about Kratos.
Oh my god, you guys missed out. But yes, I even studied that character too, as knowing damn well that he wasn't gonna be 20 viable. I still studied him. I don't know, I just do stuff like that.
So what do you think about Batgirl? Like, how good is some people...
Wait. I got a question. So going back to Martian Manhunter, is he Cabal? Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Is he as bad?
He's not as bad, but he's Cabal of the game.
Does
What
he
does that
have
mean,
even
then?
matchups? Though?
Well, first off, let's be clear. What do we mean when we say the Cabal of the game? Because
Yeah, how
that has,
exaggerated? Because
that
that's a big
heavy-
word.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a heavy connotation.
Number one.
There's a difference between best in the game and when you say the K word.
Yeah.
The
It's
K
the K
word
word.
makes people go, or I guess, like,
Or the Nerf hammer! Take the Nerf stick, beat him down.
Yeah, is he like no bad matchups, or is he just a bunch of
Supposedly-
5/5s, or what?
Supposedly he has, like, he has 6/4s more than half the cast. I know that. What do you call it? We don't say he has like 1 to 2 bad matchups. I think. I'm not too sure. I mean, if you like I said 16 bed, go read his matchup. But it's actually pretty accurate because I also play Martian Manhunter. What do you call it? But yeah, for the most part, the only matchups I'd say that would possibly give him any trouble at all. I mean, what do you call it? Other Martian Manhunter players say that the back over the Martian Manhunter is 6/4. No, in my opinion, it's 5/5. Because if he zones me and he messes up, I can potentially kill him on the spot.
That's the thing. I looked at that Rio matchup chart, and while he may be the best in the game, that wasn't a Cabal matchup chart.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, like I said, that's not as bad as Cabal, but he still beats, like, he still doesn't have that, like, he doesn't have any bad matchups, kind of. I mean, in my opinion, he has no bad matchups. People think, oh, Bane or, what do you call it, Doomsday Body, and I'm like, I doubt it.
It seems like the rushdown characters are the ones that would give him a problem.
Yeah, but if you play Martian Manhunter as extremely rushdown as I do, like I'm always keeping you in like, what do you call it? I'm never letting you touch me, and I have what do you call it, that orb always in front of my face as I'm rushing you down to leave me at like plus 26 whenever I wanted to. It's kind of like he can become really dangerous because he has good mix-ups, and he has mad block advantage everywhere, and he has a 6-frame down poke.
What about Lex Luthor? People are saying he's bad for Martian.
He's not bad. I mean, like I also use Lex Luthor too. I love him. He's not bad, but it's hard. It's hard to get started with him. But when he does get started, it's like say goodbye to all your health. It's like that's the one thing you don't want Lex Luthor to do is get started. And if you let him get started, you'll see goodbye to your health so fast. Like the one thing you do not want is to be wall bound. Plus have a trip mindset under you, plus he's in his armor. That's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you are so screwed. And I've gotten so many people with that. Yeah, but I think honestly, in my opinion, Lex Luthor is a rushdown character. He can really keep you locked down with those probes. And he has 50-50s everywhere.
Yeah, I think Martian Manhunter. If Martian Manhunter gets to zone you, and he gets to keep you out, I think that's when he's the hardest. When he gets to zone you out is when it's bad. Like if you're able to rush him down without too much worry, like you don't have to worry about his gimmick too much. You don't have to worry about, his his other shit, like his, if he's doing teleports all day, if you have a good post teleport on block game, you'll be all right. Like there's definitely a handful of characters that can handle them, but yeah, I do see that some characters are just like, it's got to be a nightmare handling the teleport, the gimmick, and the orbs, and the meter burn ground blast thing.
I've been using his broken close-up tech with the teleport. It's so godlike.
Yeah.
People don't know that after Martian Manhunter's 1-1-2, which is a hard knockdown, if he does his teleport overhead, it looks like it's not going to cross you up, but it does, and you have to block shift it.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It sucks.
It looks, and you can choose to make it cost him up or not. It's crazy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been abusing the hell out of it. Like, I don't think
He's got a few though. Like if he ends his combo in the back forward 2, and then he puts a meter burn orb like right on top of you.
That's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. People think it is. It's not. You can wake up out of it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like another cross up. They put the meter born orb on them, and then you do the overhead teleport. They got to block back, and then they got to block forward.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo unblockable kind of. It's cheap.
Oh, you should see my back row. Oh my god, I have so much new tech with her now, and they all lead to instant kills. By the way.
Yeah, PL hates back roll because of you.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
He might be quitting the game because of people like Batgirl or characters like Bat. Mainly people like you.
But oh my god.
So congratulations.
Yeah, you retired PL.
Old washed up PL. I wonder why he switched to Street Fighter 4. I'm like, come back to DOA. Come back to Mortal Kombat.
Do we think PL's going to do good in Street Fighter 4? Let's talk about this.
I don't know.
No. Who's he gonna play?
I don't
Akuma.
know.
He plays Akuma.
Oh, top tier?
No, I mean, what's his comp gonna be? Online, I guess.
Online's good for Street Fighter. It's good enough, at least.
Oh, I remember when people used to downplay the MK community saying online will never succeed offline, and look where I am.
You're one of the exceptions.
But what about chaotic?
For every exception, most of the top 8s were people that had online scenes for the most part.
Yeah, I'm an online warrior. What can I say?
I mean, there's always going to be exceptions, but...
Like, when I think about it now, like, when I watched my my first couple of tournament videos, so when I was reflecting, I'm like, if only I played Melina the way I played it now. Because, like, Melina never got touched. It's like, other than the demo version of her Mortal Kombat stuff where she could combo off her X-Ray, she didn't really they buffed that out, or patched that out, and other than that, she never got touched. But if I think about it now, it's like, if only my Melina was on point as it is today, and I played the way I was back then, I'm like, I wonder how many tournaments I could have been successful in.
Well, that's something we all think about. That's something like, man, if I knew all the shit about Scorpion like I did now.
It's like, I never knew, like, at the time when I went for my first couple of tournaments, I never knew what Frame Gear was. Like, I just knew what was punishable, which one wasn't. And then I understood what Frame Gear was, and I discovered that Melina has, like, amazing pressure. She can keep you locked down pretty good. Especially against the Kitana versus Melina matchup. 16-bit, you know by that first hand how hard I can keep you on the ground.
Damn, blown up.
No, he almost bodied me, actually.
16-bit, how do you feel about that?
I like
him up. He almost blew
that
me.
set. Yeah, that was really close. I like that set.
Yeah, he almost bodied me. I was like, that's my favorite set.
That's one of the very few times where I've lost the tournament and just been like, yeah, all right, that was good.
No, in my opinion, Chaotic was disagreeing with me. He was like, the Katana versus Melina matchup is 5-5. I'm like, I can agree, but you can't wake up, neither can you, neither can you continuously successfully cutter me, or can you, like, poke me as much as you want to, nor can you zone me.
I think it's an even match. At NEC, I just failed to punish a couple teleports.
5.5. It's like 5.5, 4.5 Melina.
I don't know. I didn't feel I lost at NEC because of any matchup. Just Just lost. It was fun. Actually,
Yeah, that was fun.
both my losses in that tournament were one of the few where I was just like, all right, they just
That
outplayed.
comeback you pulled against me, I was like, "Arr!" Like, I don't think you understand. Half that match, I got flustered.
Apparently not enough. I'm emo now.
I had to make you that emo now. Come on now.
I'm emo now. Fucking can't beat me.
Look.
Yeah, you lost to a child.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, a lot of other people lost to me, but they're not
He was
emo.
probably 14 years old at the time.
Actually.
He might have been 13.
13?
Well.
His voice hadn't changed yet.
Right.
I was 14, yeah, I was 14. My first tournament, I was 13. Now it's last NEC. Oh my god, now that I think about it, it's been almost 3 years. Oh my god.
What do your parents think about all this?
They do not care. One bit. They're like, you better have your schoolwork ready. I'm like, alright.
Yeah, but they like let you go to tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, they don't really care. I mean, my big brother, like, what do you call it? My big brother, he goes to my tournaments too. He actually also competes. He's probably one of the best DOA players. That's how I get all of my experience from fighting my big brother, because probably like, if not the best DOA player there, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people disagree with me, saying Excalibur Blades is better. But I mean, they go back.
Would you body Carl in DOA?
Honestly, yes.
So you're like just Carl's ass.
Yeah, honestly, yes. We did do a teen tournament, and I mean, at first he was like, because I was on my team, he had behind me 2 rounds free with Genfu, and I hate Genfu because he's so top tier and broken. Yeah, he had some nerves to complain about Rachel, but anyways, he's using Genfu, now he's using Christy, which is, see, in my opinion, she's secretly broken, but according to tier lists, she's slow tier. But, yeah, he had bodied me 2-0 in the, not actual tournament, you know how team tournaments go, right? You know, DOA goes off of 3 rounds, and he was bodied me 2 rounds and 0, and then all of a sudden, I came back, and, like, it was free. Like, I adapted him that fast, and then we had to run it right back from another set, and he got bodied by one of my teammates, so it's like, PL. Look, DOA is in the game for you.
Damn.
I'm like, you're not mashing fast enough.
Wow.
3D fighters, you have to mash.
No, that's how he got his stardom.
Yeah.
Was
He won
DOA.
Evo.
Yeah.
I heard he was like, I heard it was a consecutive DOA 4 Evo champ.
So do you view him as the old man with it's past his time?
I honestly no.
You're the
offense,
new Carl?
No.
People say he looks like him.
Yeah. How do you feel about that people say you look like a young
Little Carl.
I don't know.
Little
Carl's Jr.?
I don't know if I should be. I'm like, I don't know. If I say I'm insulted, I'm also insulting PL. But if I say I'm not. If I say I do look like him, then I'm like, I feel insulted myself.
Wow.
And then if I say I'm insulted, then I feel like I'm blowing up PL unintentionally. And then I'm just like,
You're blowing up pretty hard on this show.
It's an unintentional blow-ups, look. That's what I do, unintentional blow-ups, look. But, anyways, DOA-wise, I think he's kind of washed up. He should probably really study DOA more if he wants to get back to top 8 again, honestly. Like, the thing that got me kind of, like, looked at him differently when he was saying at TFC he was like, take the 8,000K free. And he even made I don't even think he made top 16.
Damn.
Well,
Carl, going downhill.
I mean, like I said, he's doing really, I mean, in my opinion, he's doing really good in Justice. My opinion. I don't care what other people say. They're saying, oh, he's free. I'm like, no, he's not.
Now, let's talk about PL at Wednesday Night Fights.
yeah, we should talk about that. That's interesting.
Got second. Almost won.
A few weeks, 1 week after losing to Christian Forever King, Carl goes to Wednesday Night Fights, beats Slayer and Theo, and gets second. What does that mean?
Who do you lose to?
He lost to Sonic Boom Brad and nub cakes.
Right?
They use Scorpion.
And he used
Yeah.
Scorpion and beat Theo in a match. I mean, Slips, what do you think? Aquaman versus Scorpion. What do you think of that?
It's easily Scorpion's worst matchup,
7-3.
at least.
Wow.
It's extremely bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
It's very, very
I enjoyed
bad.
that matchup against Theo. I've never been blown up so hard in my life.
It might just be 7-3, but it's probably 7-3. But I mean,
Yeah, 7-3, maybe even 8-2.
I'll say 7-3 just for the sake of Aquaman players, but it's bad. Like, there's not much excuse. Scorpion has no option that's not 40% punishable. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I didn't see it, but that's kind of crazy.
His vortex
K7,
is pretty good. Like,
what was your takeaway?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't have Scorpion experience at that level.
They do have a Scorpion there, but maybe
Yeah.
not at Carl's level.
I mean, it's hard to fight. You're never sure what he's gonna do, and he was going nuts. I mean,
It was insane. He was teleporting.
he was teleporting like
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
I was dumbfounded. I saw him.
it
versus,
worked. I mean, what can you say?
Yes.
Does that, lessen Theo's hype going into NEC?
no,
I
I
don't know
think,
if
oh
it
my
lessens-
God, Theo, like, NEC is the tournament. 16-bit, are you going there, by the way?
No, I don't think I'm going. I can't.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Saving my money because I need money.
No. Screw it when you go to NEC.
All right, you ask your parents if they can sponsor this fat guy from Chicago, and then I'll go.
I don't think it lessened Theo's,
I don't think it'll work like that in 16-bit.
but maybe it puts things into question. Maybe
Theo,
Yeah, I mean,
Theo's
yeah.
gonna be hype.
Yeah, I'm
all
It's
I
not
hear
like-
about is how good he is. But
right.
that I
Everyone
hear.
It's
that
gonna be hype.
everyone that plays him online, I talk to many people. You know, I always have my ear to the ground, and everyone thinks Theo is one of the top, 5 players.
Yeah, I agree
So-
with that.
The last 2 weeks, him losing might not mean anything. You know, maybe it happens. But
He has
it
a secret tech
definitely-
ready.
I definitely want to see him do well these weeks before and these last couple of weeks. Like, if he continues to lose to Catwoman and Scorpion, that's
Wait,
not
has Aquaman lost to a Catwoman?
he didn't even use Aquaman against her. He used Superman and lost.
What? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I think that's a bad matchup for Superman, as a matter of fact.
I mean, the way he was playing, using Heat Zap at jump range and shit like that made no sense to me.
I mean, like I said, I also mean Catwoman too, believe it or not. So, I don't know if I should ever mirror you in tournament or not, 16-bit. Should I? It's up to you.
I've never fought another Catwoman ever, so I'd probably lose and then get really emo. So don't.
No, I'll back all you to make you slightly less emo.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind losing the back though. I'd be
But-
emo.
That the Catwoman versus what do you call it? People have been saying Catwoman and Batgirl 5-5. I'm like, are you crazy?
I mean, I don't know that match, but I can't imagine it being any.
Oh my God, Catwoman has no. She can't. There's almost nothing you can do in that matchup. Once I have you at full screen, it's like, what do you do? How are you going to work your way in?
So, yeah, I mean, Theo and Slayer, maybe they just had 2 bad weeks, and it's not a big deal. But the hype for NEC is definitely getting interesting. On the other hand, why is losing to Carl a blow up? Another way to look at it is because Carl's super inconsistent in this game. If you've noticed that, it's you never know what Carl you're gonna get in this game. One tournament, he's getting bodied. He got bodied at UFGT. Everyone's like, LOL, Carl sucks at this game. Free, exposed. Then he immediately gets second at CEO, and everyone's like, oh. Then he doesn't get top 8 at Evo, and everyone's like, LOL, free, Carl sucks. Go back to DOA, Carl. And then he wins VXG, and everyone's like, oh.
Yep.
Then he gets 9th at Fall Classic, and everyone's, Carl, get the fuck out of here, you're washed up, you're free. And now, what if he wins, like, NEC? I wouldn't.
I'm not
be
going to let that happen.
shocked. So with Carl, you know, who knows? I don't know why losing to Carl is like everyone's like, Theo's gonna get bodied. He lost to Carl. Like,
Me personally, I don't want Carl to win NEC.
Why?
Like,
What do you have against Carl?
I have nothing against. I have nothing against him. I just don't want him to win NEC because it's like I don't want him to get blown up, but then it's like I don't know. I don't want him to win NEC. I just don't know.
Personally, I always want Carl to either get bodied in pools or win the whole thing because that's the funniest. It's no fun when Carl gets like 3rd or 5th or something. Carl either needs to get bodied in pools or win.
Yeah, it's like he gets blown up if he wins, or he gets blown up if he gets bodied in pools. It's like,
yeah, it's awesome.
That's why I'm like, I don't want you to win, but I don't also want you to get bodied. I don't. I mean, I don't think anybody going into that NEC is going to want him to win, obviously. But it's like I basically don't want him to win because I don't want him to get either blown up for winning or what do you call it, being blown up for getting bodied in like pools. I'm like, so at least make top 8.
What's your take on the guys that everyone pumps up online? Like, how do you play Theo online?
Yeah, he's the one that's helping me with the Aquaman matchup.
How good do you think he is? Like, what's your prediction?
He's really good. Like, and he's big in for a big surprise. And if he gets bodied in a pulse, I'll be damned.
Okay.
Have you played a Superman at all?
Yeah. We end up back over the Superman matchup a lot. I mean, I can't, what do you call it? He lasers me so much online. I tell him, like, don't do that offline. You're going to get teleported so fast. Like, I can punish his lasers offline on reaction. It's like, online, it's like a frame or 2 of delay. So it's like, the moment he does it, it's too late. It's too late for me to react. So I can only do it as a read instead of a reaction.
You know, I was thinking about, is there an echo?
Yeah.
There was a little bit.
Is there an echo? Right.
It's only on 16-bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try now.
I hear you echo now.
I hear nobody echoing.
Everything sounds fine now.
Yeah.
K7, talk.
Talk.
Okay, it's saying it over and over. It makes it sound like it's an echo.
Say one thing.
Vagina.
Alright, I'm not
This is
echoing.
PG.
Am I still echoing?
No,
I don't hear it.
I don't
No,
hear
it's
anything.
Alright, can you timestamp that and edit that?
Yeah.
Alright, and who cares? Anyway, so I was thinking about NEC.
Go ahead.
There's always these guys
Mhm.
leading into a tournament who I would consider must place. When I'm thinking about the stock market, there's always like 3 or 4 guys who, whether they talk shit, or maybe they didn't do well in the previous tournament.
Your stock markets are hilarious, by the way.
Thank you.
Keep making them.
I'm frothing at the mouth to do this NEC one. But there's this group of guys who, if they don't want their stock to go down, they have to deliver. And I was thinking on the way to the arcade last night that NEC has an insane amount of people. There's like literally like 20 guys who, in my opinion, are in a must-place situation.
What are they? Who are they?
Name names.
For example, number 1 on my list, and it's not a blow-up. He's gonna nod his head when he hears this. Pig of the Hut, must place.
Oh, in my opinion, I really want, like, since I talk to Pick Up the Hut all the time, I'm like, I want you to make top 8. Like, I want you to.
Yeah,
I want him to place as well.
I'm like, you have to make top 8. No, not only must you have to. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to make top 8.
Right. I mean,
I think he will.
Yeah, I really think he will, too. His lot's amazing.
yeah, I mean, he went through the first months of the game in a lot of chaos. He found the character he wants to play. And at Fall Classic, there's that narrative that he got the unlucky bracket, that he would have got top 8 if he hadn't got Sinestro.
Yeah.
This time, he's had 2 more months of training. He texts me every day. He is grinding this shit out. He's Well, he has the character he likes. He's grinding it out. He knows the matchups he's focusing on. He himself would agree. There's no excuse. He must place. 9th is not an option. 13th is not an option. 17th is not an option. This has to be his breakout tournament. There's no doubt about it. I think he will. I think it's his time. But and it's interesting. I pointed this out to him. It's interesting that with MK, he didn't place top 8 at EVO 2011 or any of these other tournaments until NEC 2011. That's when the Reign of Terror.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is super fitting.
Anniversary.
Super fitting.
NEC was my first tournament, actually. By the way. Probably going to be my third NEC, so 2 years in the making.
I would say another guy that must place is Smargasm.
Smargasm?
Yeah, I think, I just choke and all that. All right, this is it. This will be the third major. Third strike, you're out. Like, it doesn't matter how many locals you win, you got to do this. You have to get over those nerves. You have to get whatever his issue is in tournament. When everything's on the line, he's got to get over it. Or, that's it. Like, you're no longer in the top 8 conversation. You can yell at me on Test Your Might, but it is what it is. 3 strikes, you're out. Like, this is it. You got to deliver. Instead of being mad at me, work on whatever's holding you back. Prove me wrong. Make your stock skyrocket. Get that shit done.
What do you call it?
What do you think? Will he deliver?
I have never seen any gameplay footage of him, nor have I ever heard of him placing or anything.
Everyone that plays him says he's good. I haven't heard.
Who does he play?
Black Adam.
Ah.
I haven't heard anyone that hasn't said, yeah, he's pretty damn good. So I don't question if he's good or not.
I've never played him.
He can do it on the big stage. K7, what do you think?
I think it depends on the path he gets.
It's Black Adam. Like,
dude, there's a lot of killers at NEC. And they're all going to have Black Adam experience. It's possible.
Let me call it. Over here, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I really feel when I go into NEC, I have to, there's no if, ands, or buts. I have to make top 8. And not only do I have to make top 8, I feel like NEC is the tournament I need to win. I have been doing everything. Learning every possible broken thing with back row, or learning, creating new tech day by day, just for NEC. I have been studying that game never before since NEC. Because remember my first Injustice tournament, I got blown up.
Yeah.
I think I got into second to last place. I went out 1 and 2. I got 2 Killer Frosts when I hate her so much. And then I went on to the Summer Jam, and I got bodied free by KDZ and Rico Suave, free. And I only made top 16 with macro. And then TFC, I go on and I make top, I go on and I make top 5. And, getting exposed by one cowboy. I mean, I feel like it's fair now, because, when I beat him in pools, he beat me in tourney match now. I feel like it's fair, so, be looking out for him since, for NEC. Is he going to NEC?
He's not. No, he's not.
Oh.
Well, there's many others. Another example, must place, Chaotic. I don't have any doubt that he's better than PR Balrog. I mean, that's
his Killer Frost is on point.
Yeah, I think he's the best Killer Frost player. That's obvious. But although it's fun to say PR Balrog is, hold that top 8, hold that. But he's not. He's not. But Chaotic, you look at his matchup chart, it's nothing but advantage matchups. He thinks Killer Frost is top 3. He did not make top 8 at Fall Classic. He's got to here. If Killer Frost is as good as he says, if he's the one that could do what I could not, and he very well might be, he's got to prove it. And you can't say, oh, well, he got Black Adam. That excuse is the Rooftop Day's been normalized. Black Adam's been normalized. By his own admission, that's an even match. There should be no matchup that stops him. It's all based on his own matchup chart. He's got to outplay everyone. There's nothing outside play that should be beating him. So I think he should deliver too.
Speaking of Killer Frost, why did you drop her 16-bit?
I just like my Killer Frost wasn't good enough to be winning majors, and I never really liked playing her. I just wanted to show how good she was. And I think, guys like Chaotic are doing a better job of that anyway, and I absolutely love playing Catwoman. So
Didn't you make a thread saying that Killer Frost was like was Jade 2.0?
did I? Hell no. Oh wait, no, I did. That was a joke. That was based on Dave. That was based on Dave's Deathstroke thing.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were serious. I was like, is he really saying this?
No, I was on board with Killer Frost was insane. Like, that's
I was
the main
like, is that
reason
what
I
he thinks
started
about
playing.
Killer Frost?
I wanted to play Catwoman from the beginning, and in Chicago I was using I was getting bodied. I was getting bodied by Aquaman. I mean, I live with an Aquaman player. It was fucking brutal.
Hey, you
So
like
I
to see
moved-
a matchup experience. I don't.
It's matchup experience getting. It's like living. If it's like in the MK days, if I lived with Pig, I wanted to kill myself. So I moved to.
You were
Killer
getting bodied with who?
with Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
So I moved to Killer Frost and was bodying everyone, and I was like, damn.
Pick up
I
Batgirl.
Nah, I actually really like Batgirl. I hope you do well. She's one of my favorite characters,
I
but
love Batgirl.
I really like her from the 60s show, and she's just a cool character, so I do. Hawkgirl, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Killer Frost are like my favorite characters in this game.
Hawkgirl.
Oh, and Zatanna. I love Hawkgirl. If
Hot
Catwoman
Girl's
wasn't in,
stupid, man.
she's awesome. If Catwoman wasn't in the game, there's a good chance Hawkgirl would be my main.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
She's awesome.
She's so lame, dude.
She's so tight, man. Jennifer
I like
Hale. Jennifer Hale, the voice, dude. Let's crack that coconut. She's tight.
Is that her name, Jennifer Hale?
Jennifer Hale's the voice actress.
That is kind of cool.
Female Shepherd from Mass Effect. Get the fuck out of here. She's a goddess. You suck.
What's her power
Hawkgirl's awesome.
besides flying?
Super strength and vulnerability. She's an alien.
She's an alien?
Yeah,
An
she's
alien?
a Thangarian. Yeah, she's an alien. The wings are not actually real. The wings are something she puts on her back. A belt of metal from
So,
her
but why does she
planet.
talk about being a lawyer and stuff?
A lawyer?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
Man, I
you
don't
know, see all of
Your
us,
insurance
so-
paid up.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
No,
what
that
the
is-
hell?
Insurance paid up is a reference to Eagleman Insurance. I'm serious.
What
Alright,
the hell is this?
If you don't know, it is imperative. YouTube Eagleman Insurance, and it's a local Chicago area insurance thing about a man dressed up as an eagle, and it's like the acting is so bad it's good. I've got something for you. You have to see it.
Yeah.
Then you'll understand. Slips, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
This is why I play video games.
they put that in as like an inside joke?
Yes.
Pretty
And
much,
Wow.
yeah.
It's fucking awesome. So,
Yeah, it's only something people from Chicago would understand.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck.
must place, playing to win. You're going to talk that much, you have to place.
Absolutely.
If you're going to talk about how, if you're going to call everybody scrubs, you're going to talk about how you shouldn't be able to talk unless you make top 8, you better make sure you make top 8. Every fucking, you must get top 8. Must.
Yeah, if he doesn't make top 8, he should not be allowed to post on TWA.
The other one is, of course, if M2 Dave doesn't make top 8, he's done. No
Wait,
more.
after Dave's going?
As far as I know, no more talking about how other players are bad. No more matchup talk. If M2 Dave doesn't place top 8, he will have gone the entire year without a single notable tournament winner placement. So that's it. No, stop talking and do something. If he doesn't, must place.
Oh my
And
God.
And if he loses to a Deathstroke, he must leave the forums.
Yeah.
Yo, what if Pig of the Hut and M2 Dave have to duel off? Oh my God.
And that's what's interesting. There's like 10 more of these guys, and there's only 8 slots. KDZ must place.
I don't think anyone's
He told
even
me why. He told
expecting-
me why he dropped Superman.
Why is
What do you
that?
call it? What do you call it? He told me, according to the way fighting games work, Superman is no longer a complete character. So it's like from his nerf, he used to be a complete character, like he had everything, but then the nerf him, like he's no longer a complete character. And then he said that's why he picked up Batgirl and Wonder Woman, because he said Wonder Woman's a complete character. But he said Batgirl, although she's not a complete character, she has so many strengths against her, she has so many foes against her cons, that it actually overrides it, and it's like, she's actually way too viable. So that's why
Wait.
Girl.
So to be a complete character, you need a 70% combo in the corner.
No.
To be a complete character, you need a 2-frame super.
I don't know.
You
You're gonna have to ask him that
mid
yourself.
that hits at the start of the round.
Like, what exactly is...
He just said that like Superman's no longer a complete character when I talked to him about Snake Wars. So
I heard him say in his own words, Superman is mid-tier and unviable.
What?
Yes.
Mid-tier is
don't.
That kind of shows the mentality there. Mid-tier is unviable.
No, I've already proven that wrong.
Yeah, must place or get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone even expects
He
it.
might not even enter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he's getting ready to drop this game.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, I think everyone knows he's washed out. Is he a fraud now?
No, he switched over to League of Legends.
I mean, but is he a fraud now?
If he couldn't deal with the nerfs and salted out,
He switched to Street Fighter in League of Legends.
Regardless,
yeah.
does that make him a fraud?
I don't know.
it might.
If
He's actually won, but then again, he did win Evo after all, so we can't say
But
much.
was it fraudulent?
We don't know. We'll never know.
There were
We just
also
kinda-
like 4 other Supermen in that.
No
tournament.
one was gonna call him a fraud if he stuck with it, and he still did good.
Right.
But he quit, and because he can't use these 2-frame super 70% combos and 4-2-1 that destroys everyone in footsies.
His Wonder Woman's pretty solid. That Wonder Woman's pretty scary. Like, I saw him play, I was like, what the hell?
Well, why doesn't he do that then?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's signing up for NEC or not. I mean, I know he's going there. I don't know if he's signing up.
I'm just saying, if he quits, people have the. It may or may not be true, but if someone says he's a fraud, I mean, what can he really say?
I'm hesitant to say that because we all remember in 2011 Carl won Evo. They nerfed Kung Lao. He pieced out. Everyone blew him up. He came back and won the next year with the nerf.
Carl didn't quit because Kung Lao got nerfed. He just wanted to take a break. He never said, "Oh, I can't play now because of Kung Lao."
That's true.
Yeah.
But still,
He is directly saying he can't win anymore because of Superman nerfs.
I think it depends how if Theo and Slayer use Superman and they get bopped, then we have to look and say, hey, maybe the East Coast knows this matchup better than we think. If Fantastic beats Theo in the mirror, we really have to be like, oh, well, this is interesting. But if Theo and Slayer go in there and mop people up and they get top 8 with Superman and he's saying he can't compete, then you gotta say, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Well, see, NEC is the tournament. I'm like, that's probably going to be, like, in my opinion, I feel like it's going to be way bigger than Evo.
This is going to be the first tournament where, I mean, this is where the version of the game that's most balanced. It doesn't have as much, like, crazy overpowered stuff. The game's much more fleshed out. People know matchups better. People know their own characters better. This is like I think this is like the first like real tournament where we're gonna see like in-depth shit, not just people spamming their gimmicks.
Yeah, I think this is the beginning of a new era. This reminds me of around Final Round or Anaheim last year when the game really changed. When we've moved past some of the early stuff, I'm hyped. Who else would you guys say? Who else is in the
Who was it? We went over 3 already, didn't we?
Oh, Sonic Boom Brad. He must outplace Newbie. If you're going to go on the forums and constantly talk about how you're the best Doomsday, constantly say you're the only one that understands the character, constantly brag about your locals, you have to place nationally. And you could say, oh, it's unfair to put those expectations. Nah, these guys have these expectations because of their own words. He must outplace Newbie.
What about Blind Man?
Oh, great one. Blind Man.
Yeah.
He talks a lot of shit.
He talks so much shit.
Who does he mean?
Raven. Evo was 6 months ago, and he still brings up every day how he almost did well. Just the other day he was like, I almost beat KDZ. I almost got top 8. Listen, I've never been to a tournament where you can almost beat I almost beat Soulface the CEO. Give me props. Like, I almost beat my god. Please let me fight DJT now.
Dude, he's
almost
like,
only counts in shoots and grenades guides.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like the Hitler of the Raven forums.
Yeah, you can't. If you type out RAVE, he magically appears, and he's like, "Shut up! If you haven't played me, you haven't played Raven."
I'm gonna
You got
try
an
that.
echo at the perfect time.
So, yeah, not 9th, not 13th, not almost beat someone. You must get top 8. You must get top 8. Great one, K7. He's exactly the kind of
Definitely.
16-bit, are you going to be making one of those threads about, who do you call it? Yeah, our entire conversation here, why don't you make the threads about the people for the NEC? Because usually, isn't there like usually like a biography of why people are going to NEC?
I don't think so. Storm says.
Oh, Storm is still. I thought that was you. I thought that was you downplaying people.
I don't think so. Who else must place? Another one. I wouldn't say he must place, but another guy.
You're
Darth
echoing.
It's not. What am I supposed to do about it?
No, we can't. What do we do?
Oh, Darth Armor?
Who?
Am I still echoing?
No.
No.
No,
Right.
now you're fine.
Darth Arma is he's on top of his game at the break. You guys,
I saw that. I just watched that match,
he
actually.
Rico this week.
I saw that.
It was awesome.
Batman is back.
Yeah, but he needs to do well nationally against people he doesn't play weekly, because that's always what I've noticed is he does awesome against his local comp, and you're like, damn, is he the best Batman? This dude's tight. But then, Fall Classic, he got bodied. Like, I want to see him do well against the people that are, I want to see him do well against, Forever King or Tyrant.
Forever King versus Darth Armor would be the match to see, too.
Yeah, that Batman mirror would be
that'd
awesome.
be tight.
Like, oh my god. There's too many matches to look forward to. Like, if it ever came to it, I would look forward to M2 Dave versus Pig of the Hut, Forever King versus Darth Armor. And something I haven't seen, I don't think we've seen quite often, is KDZ versus Rico Suave.
I think we've seen that about 1 billion times.
Yeah.
No, I think they, I think it's only happened twice now, actually.
No
Hasn't it?
way. That's
Every
happened.
week at the break.
Yeah, it has.
Every week? Oh.
Rico's another one who's interesting. Rico's done tremendous since Black Adam got nerfed. Like, he's won all
he's gotten
but...
even better. Like, I was like, told that Black Adam before. I mean, me personally, I was hyped when he got nerfed. I mean, I didn't really care if he got nerfed or not. I mean, even still now, I can't really punish his dive kick anyway. And he's always EXing it too. But when he got nerfed, I was like, oh my god. What about Rico's Live? And he got better. I was like, we can all hold that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Rico must place.
He's kind of expected to make top 8.
Yeah, I don't really think he has much to prove, but I would like to. I want to see him go against people that aren't his training partners. That's what's so interesting. Like,
and now that he's my teammate, I'm like, I want you to make top 8, Rico. Do it.
2K7, can you think of anyone else?
Forever King, you mentioned him. He kind of is too, because he's been talking.
True. His boy playing to win said he's the man to beat. Forever King claims he's the best with like 100 characters.
But he
That's
earned
a
the
good
right
point.
to talk. He just wants.
Oh wait, how about Forever King Jr.?
He doesn't pop off.
Yeah, he doesn't really. I mean, it'd be cool if he plays to definitely cement him as a top player, but I don't think he's in a position where it's a blow up if he doesn't place. And I don't know about Forever King either. I mean, Forever King.
He's saying he's the best player. He's saying he's the number 1 player. If he doesn't get top 8,
I heard about that. I was like, I bet you anybody here can beat me in the first to 10. I was
you're
like,
right.
oh,
Right, yeah. You've sold me. He must play. Another one, Rio. If Rio doesn't get top 8 after that thread, it's a massive.
Oh my god! If
Martian
he
Manhunter.
if he gets blown up in pools, oh my god!
Oh my god!
He can't even return. Return.
I don't think that happened, but he'd have to actually retire if that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd have to actually drop everything.
Also, can we just point out,
related.
is there anyone on Earth who actually thought he quit and didn't know he was
No.
quitting the whole time?
No.
Yeah.
He
Did
was
anyone,
practicing that whole time.
yeah, was anyone like, I didn't see that come? How many times? VSM was doing that the whole they're like, yeah, we're not going to Anaheim. We're not going. Yeah, we're not going to Raleigh. Yeah, we're not going to Evo. Like, that's such old hat.
Old hat.
Old hat.
What are you, like the 1950s?
Yeah.
Old hat, see?
1950-bit.
All right, is there anyone else you
I got one more.
Okay.
The mother of them all. Tom Brady must place Tom Brady.
Wait, I thought he said he wasn't going to NEC. Did somebody somehow convince him?
I think
Well, that's the thing. I would say up until recently, he absolutely would have to. But, I mean,
What happened recently?
he's
I
not.
heard about that blow up that happened
he's-
with like Pick of the Hut in him. But I was like,
Well, he's in a situation now where I don't even think he's playing Injustice. He's working on the KI stuff. Like, he was supposed to come to Chicago, and he wasn't able to because of work. He has no free time. He doesn't even, like, text or call me anymore because he's so busy. Like, I don't know if he's going to enter, nor do I think it'd be fair to blow him up if he doesn't do well when, as far as I know, he has no time to play the game at all. Like, I mean, I know when I was working at the end of Injustice, I definitely was not in shape to enter an MK tournament at all. Like,
well, that just sucks the fun out of what I said. Then.
yeah.
What?
So
how about?
So I might edit that out so I don't look like a
No, that's
retard.
fine. I don't think Tom gets. I mean, Tom's writing those Prima. Like he's like on board with Prima now, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't even care about tournaments.
right. Yeah, I don't think that that's a priority for him.
But on that podcast, he did pop off on Theo. Let's not forget that.
That's true, but
I think he just. I want to give a shout out to Tom Brady for getting on with Prima and everything because, to his credit, like the Injustice Guide, like you could tell what characters Tom Brady did and what characters Carl and CD Jr. did. Like Tom Brady did a really good job. Like maybe he gets blown up at tournaments, sometimes he gets blown up, but he definitely knows what he's talking about most of the time. As far as like his tech goes, like he makes sure that he finds all the options the opponent has, and he makes sure what he's saying is legitimate, and that's big. Like whenever you see Tom Brady post tech, I'm almost 100% certain that it's true and it's real and it's not some bullshit. So I give him props for that, and I'm glad that he got that job because he did a good job. I know he did a good job with Injustice, and I think that's cool that he got that because he deserved it because he worked the hardest on that, and hard work pays off. So
yeah,
hats off to him.
I agree. I think he is definitely. I don't think he should focus on doing well in Injustice tournaments when his real
You got a
talent.
good job. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call it? Anyways, the people I want to see do we haven't heard much of them in a while, but the people I want to see do really well at NEC are the CD brothers.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
They haven't been doing much. Like, I mean, I know CD Jr. recently switched to Killer Instinct, but
Right. I don't even know who's going to enter, but Maxter is playing again. From what I understand,
and so is Crazy Dominican. I heard.
apparently Maxter was on stream playing as Lobo, and I heard he looked good.
Oh, Lobo?
Yeah, that's. As far as I know, I think he completely dropped Catwoman, and now he plays Lobo and Hawk Girl.
Wow.
And the word is his Lobo looked good.
I love Lobo. 63% mid-screen. Like,
I think Lobo's super underrated. The Lobo players are like, dude, he's bottom 5. Get the.
No, he's not. No, he is not. He's not.
I don't think he is.
He's amazing. His damage output is amazing, and his
damage is insane.
His mix-ups are on point too. Like he gets Superman damage mid-screen, and his mix-ups like those. Once you start getting people into those grab mix-ups now, and he has a 50-50 now, And if he EX it leaves him at +2, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he
It's
gets
so on point.
when he gets in, it's a 3-way gust between grab, overhead, and low.
And if he
Yeah.
has trait loaded or a bar, the
28% anyway.
the 50/50's advantage when he's wrong.
Yeah,
that's
that is true. And full screen, 1 bar, when he has nuclear shots loaded, 28% every single time.
Yeah, he's
pretty good.
awesome.
Didn't he have like a dive punch cross-up thing?
Yeah, he has an instant air dive. Dive. It's an overhead. They can cross you up, yes.
Will this be Maxter's like tournament debut for Injustice?
He was at Toryuken and ECT, and that's it. He's been playing at home.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't question that Maxter's good at fighting. And I don't question that fundamentally. I bet he does understand the game, and I bet his Lobo's good. But what I would question is how good can you be just playing CD Senior at home? Like, is he grinding it out online in secret? Because if you don't know matchups in this game, you're done. You're not getting out.
Especially with a character like Lobo, who has to deal with bullshit. He's got to deal with the bullshit zoning Sinestros, and he's got to deal with bullshit Frost. He's got to deal with bullshit Green Arrow. He's got to deal with bullshit footsie Aquaman. So that's interesting. He's got to deal with Shazam bullshit. Like he's fairly honest as a character, but I mean he clearly makes up for it because of his damage.
Yeah, so that's the only reason that I'm curious about Maxter and CD Senior is I bet when those two play, the matches are super high quality, but they might get shenanigized bad in pools.
What do you call it? Did you know, if Lobo has you in the right distance and has both the nuclear shots when he's fighting Aquaman, like, 2 things. When he's fighting Aquaman, if he ever does his overhead hook charge, and he gets hit by it, Aquaman has to wake up or he has to eat another grab.
Yeah, that's
everyone.
That's everyone. I don't know why no one talks about. We've talked about this. No one seems to care. No.
But what do you call it? Looking at Aquaman's wake up game, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's a terrible 50-50 form.
Yeah, and
characters that don't have good wake ups, like say, like Aquaman, Catwoman, Raven. Maybe a couple, maybe Zod, I don't know. But like when Lobo hits with that overhead, what's that thing called, hook charge, and he does a command grab right away, like on the first available frame, you buffer that command grab. They can't jump, they can't backdash. That's a 47% command grab.
What is?
When you hit with the hook charge.
Oh, yes.
And then you do the command grab. It beats everything. Mm-hmm. The only thing you can do is wake up attack. And if you don't have a good wake up attack, like the character as I said, he can just hold up forward, and then the jump 2 will beat all wake up attacks, and then that's like 56% or something stupid.
Yeah. When you call it, Aquaman has to like backdash wake up.
Yeah, he hits with 1 hook charge. You are in a 50-50 for half your life.
Yeah, what do you call it? I think when Lobo plays against Aquaman, like, honestly, I mean, the matchup could be 6-4 Aquaman, but I think it could, like, I mean, I'm feeling 6-4 5-5, because if I have my trait set up, if Gary activate my trait, and Aquaman's at half screen, if he goes to do his little trident, I can just immediately do a reversal attack gunshot, and I'll just EX or lose it instant 28%. Plus, I can charge another one. So if he goes to do it again, and I just do another one, that's instant 56% from 2 bars, full screen.
Yeah, Lobo hits you. He's in business.
Yeah, that's I kind of pick. Like, I've been trying out Lobo for the Aquaman matchup, and I've been trying out Martian Manhunter because there's no way in hell I'm playing back on.
All right, let's wrap up the NAC stuff. Sonic Fox, give me your top 8 predictions.
Let's see. Pig of the Hut, Chaotic, Forever King. I really think playing to win. Like, he's really improved. Like, I mean, although he does talk mad crap, he's been showing off some stuff as a Sinestro. But yeah, that Okay, that's 4 people down. Who would the other 4 be? I don't know.
Rico?
Yeah, Rico. Yeah, definitely Rico. Rio.
Two more.
Two more. I don't know.
It's a lot of people on blast.
I know. It's because it's like if like everybody else is getting blown up like
Yep.
instantly.
They're gonna hate you now.
I know. It's not, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at 2 as blank, so nobody else gets blown up. But those are gonna be the 6 off the top of my head that I feel like are going to make top 8,
No,
And
you
every-
gotta give 2 more.
including me. if when I make top 8, I don't know. I've been trying hard. I have to. That's my main goal right now.
And there's always the wild cards. Like, who, when they were talking about Fall Classic, who was like, hey guys, I know who's going to get top 8, 7L. Like, no one saw that coming, except for, like, his boys. Like, remember when his pool came out, and it was all the Killer Frost players, and everyone was like, LOL, he's dead. And only, like, his local guys were like, actually, so who knows who's
got
out
popped.
there? Yeah, who knows who's out there? Also,
I love
is
it when
I'll be
Saltface
last
going?
YOLO wish for you. I think Saltface is going. Yeah,
He's another,
think so.
I mean,
I think.
he's
Don't
another
quote-
heavy favorite.
Yeah, what do you call it? We call it every time. Like what do you call it? When I first met Saltface, like we talked a lot. Like, cause at the time when I met Saltface, him and I both made Harley, and like we just like he would always join King of the Hill. We'd be on our mics just like talking for days about Harley Quinn tech. Cause the way he played Harley Quinn was zoning and keeping you away, and the way I played them was relentlessly rushing you down. So we often traded back and forth. Oh, look what we're going to do with this. Look how ways we can set up this and that. And then it's like when I finally met him at Field, I was so happy to meet him. He was really cool to hang out with. And I really hope if he does go, he plays his top 8. So that leaves one person then. So many people on blast.
I mean, what about some of the guys out there like Gurr, the Bane player, who's done
Oh,
well
Kerr.
lately?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. When I fought him at Stick Wars, like, oh my god. What do you call it? As a matter of fact, he beat Rico Suave at
Right.
Stick Wars. Yeah, that was scary, like, because like Rico Suave first took him free.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, that happens, and it's like, whoa. And I mean, when it came down to me fighting him, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I was like, because like before I had fought him, I was like downplaying the hell out of Bane. I was like, Bane's free.
Yeah, can we stop pretending that Bane is like
Pain is
tier?
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Gary made me hold that, and I told him like after we did our match, did our grand finals, like I told him like you are hands down, in my opinion, the best Bane, and like thank you for letting me hold that, because if I kept going off with that mentality, oh Bane is free, who knows what could have happened to me at NEC if I ever came across a Bane player.
I love seeing Bane do well. It's awesome.
yeah, he's
I
a
love
really cool
Gates
character.
wake up game completely.
What?
Oh, his Oki
Gates
to
the
me,
wake up.
Yeah.
best Oki in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
You're just fucked. If he has venom and you're down, you're done.
Let's not stand on ceremony here. He is hands down one of the coolest characters in the game.
Nah, back off.
I'm starting to hate him. I don't know.
I like it. He gives me trouble, and I like his design.
Like at first, like pre-patch Bane was free, and then they gave him all the stuff he needed.
They really buffed him.
I think
Yeah.
I think Bane sucked. Then when they made his dash faster, he became decent. Then now he's just flat out good.
Yeah.
There's no
He's
this.
really good.
Oh, look at Bane, low tier hero. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And if he wants to, like, he can play in so many different ways too, like so many different ways to play Bane. I mean, everybody primarily focuses on Oki, but it's like you could also focus on damage output and to get all the damage you want. Like, you can straight up get over 56% mid-screen from one bar, from one combo. It's
So-
like, the hell is that?
Young man, if you're on board with Lobo and Bane being good, who's not good? Who, in your opinion, are the weaker characters?
Hawkgirl. I'm not gonna say Zatanna. I'm not going to say Zatanna because she hasn't been fully explored yet. in my opinion. I'm trying, like, I've been working with a 10, I'm trying to figure out stuff. I feel like she hasn't been fully explored yet, and I'm not using her to her fullest potential. I'm waiting for that one person to blow us all up. So I say Hawkgirl. I was gonna say Shazam until they gave him all these overheads. He pretty much has a vortex every time he touches you. And it's really good, too. So, honestly, other than Hawkgirl, I think everybody in that game is about viable.
Why don't you like Hawkgirl?
Because, like, Hawkgirl, she gets blown up by more than half the cast.
Why?
Because, like, she's always in midair, and then, like, her damage output sucks. And
Not in the corner.
Yeah, in the corner. That's the only time she gets cornered, but that's how Joker works, too. Maybe Joker goes with her. I don't think Joker's viable. Still not viable. I mean, although I know he's footsie based now, but I thought he was a setup character. No, he's only a setup character when you get him in the corner. Other than that, he's also footsie based. Yeah, it's just like this game isn't like primarily, like in my opinion, I don't think it's primarily focused on footsies. It's about like because most of the characters in this game have 50-50s. Because I guess that's how NRS thinks they should balance the fight, is by giving everybody 50-50s. So, yeah, Hawkgirl and Joker, they just like, they barely get any damage. And the only time they can get started is when they have you in the corner. And it's so easy, there's so many different ways to get out the corner, too. Like, they have, like, horrid damage output. They have to play a footsie-based game, and most characters in this game can blow up footsies.
I'd say Hawkgirl, she's not really based on high damage combos. She's not really based on footsies. I think she's based on she gets to spam these safe-ass moves over and over, and she just hit and runs. She just does a mace charge, and she does a wing evade 3, and then she gets to do a down 1, and then maybe she'll throw. She just does chunks of damage.
It only does so much, though, because how stupidly ridiculous the chip damage is in this game. Like, it's so low damaging. It's like, it doesn't even do 1% when you hit them. So it's like, if she has all these safe moves, and then I do one special, like, I just, like, all this work you tried to do to make me eat 1%, I just got all that from doing one simple gunshot. That would cover in 4 frames.
Gunshot? What?
I'm thinking, like, I'm talking about Harley Quinn. Like, she has a, I think it's an 8-frame gunshot. I think. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, but she could just she can hang out in the air and just zone you out.
But like a bunch of characters can blow that up though. Like for instance,
well, I would argue that those characters she can just play her normal wing evade mace charge game then.
But it's like it's not enough. It's just not enough. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but it's just not enough. At least for Injustice, it's just not enough. She needs more than that. They really, and then people try to we call it nerf her. I'm like, what are you guys doing? It's like taking Shiva and trying to nerf her. Like, what are you doing?
All right.
But yeah, I mean, there hasn't been.
I think she's pretty good.
But there hasn't been any good placement with her, and has nobody really ever even. Like, I mean, people have been trying to explore her to her fullest potential, but it's not much. She's just she's kind of like Melina in a sense, except like with a way less gimmicks than Melina. She's just kind of like in and out, and they do no damage.
She has many more gimmicks than Melina.
But Melina has a teleport, and it kind of blows up everything.
Hasn't Hawkgirl had a bunch of? I mean, she hasn't placed top 8 in a major, but neither has.
I don't think she has at a local either.
Oh, she's won. She wins Ghost Battle Series.
Oh, she has?
The number 1 seed main's Hawkgirl. There's Hawkgirl. Chris G got bodied by Hawkgirl. Like, every Capcom player has got bopped by a Hawkgirl. Like,
maybe unknown matchup?
Yeah, she definitely has wins.
Yeah, Trey Pound always does well with Hawkgirl. She's just lacking that one major placement. But if you look at everyone talks about Flash being top 5. He hasn't done shit.
Yeah, he has so many tools too. He has so many tools.
Aquaman hasn't done shit.
Killer Frost has made top 8 in a major twice, and people think she's top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. Martian Manhunter, we're throwing out the word cabal, and he's not really doing anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aquaman hasn't really done anything.
Wonder Woman. Everyone's convinced Wonder Woman she's broke. She's broke.
She's not broken, but she's really good.
Hasn't
She's
done
really
anything.
good.
Right.
But it's like
yeah.
nobody's using her to her fullest potential. Nobody has. I mean,
Yeah,
her full potential is discovered, but I don't think anybody's technical enough to like really be on point with Wonder Woman.
These characters, these weird, quirky characters, are naturally going to take longer to start placing top 8. Like a character, of course, half the top 8 at EVO is going to be Superman, and he's just a pretty basic brawler. Or Black Adam, Black Adam doesn't play the game, is going to be in more top 8s. Or
Well, back on. See,
Yeah,
when
one
you
thing
play
I've with the
Batgirl-
NRS games.
so I don't think
Yeah,
Hot Girl's
one thing
tournament-
Go ahead.
One of the things I've noticed with these NRS games is that there are some there's pretty much over half the cast plays the fundamentals of that game engine's design, the footsies, the jumps, that type of thing, that just the basic raw fundamentals of how the engine works. And then there's a handful of characters that just bypass all that crap. They're purposely made not to have the fundamentals of the game, and they just kind of do their own thing. Like Kung Lao was like that in MK9. Raiden was like that in MK9. Their footsies, at first I thought it was just an oversight. Kung Lao's footsies suck. His down force, whatever. His 4-3's shit even on hit. His, everyone was talking about footsies Lao, and then we found out, his footsies fucking suck. And it was the same, when me and 16-Bit played Carl's Raiden, we were Carl was just teleporting fucking crazy. And we were always imagine when Carl learns footsies. And then as the game progressed, it was fucking Raiden's footsies fucking suck, and Carl was playing it right all along. And I think there's a handful of characters like that in this game. I know me and 16-Bit both thought Hawkgirl sucked for a while because we were just God, she doesn't do any, her combos suck. I mean, none of her jump is terrible. She loops in the air for 10 years. All she can do is sit in the corner and throw maces. We were God, she's so bad. And then but I was really down on Scorpion because his foot speed is a joke. He's got no ranged pokes or normals. I was this character sucks. But there are just there's a handful of characters that are just, they don't care, they don't play the game, they just do their own thing. Zatanna's like that. I thought Zatanna was the worst in the game. I still think she kind of sucks. I
don't think she's been explored fully yet.
Yeah, I mean, she still might be good, but she's another one where it's she does not play the game. She does her own thing. Zatanna, Scorpion, Hawkgirl. There's a couple others that I'm not thinking of, but
I think Zatanna's really good. I think she might end up in the future becoming the next Sonya. That's just so what she can do is kind of. If somebody gets on point with Zatanna, she's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, she seems to be 100% just run away, and she's going to annoy the shit out of you with her rings, and she just keeps you out and you just get pissed off, and then she teleports and she does some bullshit, and that's kind of how she works. And so I think there's just a handful of characters that are like that, and it's interesting. I think it's cool that there's just a handful of characters that are just fucking justice, I'm doing my thing. And that's pretty. Doomsday's like that too, except on the opposite spectrum. Frost is like that from the opposite spectrum. So it's interesting. I like it. Ares is another one. Ares is who I was trying to think of. Ares his footsies are shit, but he just teleports and does a bunch of weird shit all day. So I think, where those characters are, who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. The game's still, it's still only 6 months in. We'll see.
Yeah, this time at NEC 2011 was won by Shang Tsung. Jax beat Cabal, and Molina was like super viable. Kung Lao was overly nerfed and couldn't win anymore, and was absolutely irrelevant. Like we're a long ways off. Although I do think we're better at this game in this point than MK. I think for sure. Like at this point in MK's life, we didn't know all the frame data.
Yeah.
We were all scrubs, guys.
Yeah. we definitely still do suck at Injustice still, but I don't think it's as bad.
Yeah.
You can look back at like Devastation, and it's like, oh my god, we were all so bad. And now, I think a year from now we'll be like, wow, we kind of sucked then, but it won't be like MK where, it was.
I wonder how MK10's gonna turn out, honestly.
Sonic Fox, I got a question.
Yes.
What does the fox say?
No.
What?
No.
What?
I'm going to turn off my freaking.
What are you talking about?
What is it?
What does the fox say?
What is this?
That video? What the hell? Where have you been?
How do you guys not know about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking out of touch so hard. Remember when you blew me up 16-bit because I was not in touch with pop culture?
Yeah.
Well, you have been on blast so many times.
Oh my god.
Since KTB has came back. You guys have never seen What Does the Fox Say?
Oh.
You guys are. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
What's
Anyway.
It's like a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
Even people that don't even have computers know about it. That's how big it is.
Not
like,
in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of this.
Like no,
I'll
I bet.
Google it. I'll Google.
Hold on a second.
Hey,
What does the fox say? What does the fox say? That's my point. Dizzy doesn't know what the fuck you guys are talking
Okay,
about.
like Dizzy's in touch. Like, what the hell?
Well, that's
He
three of
looks like
us that don't know what the fuck you're talking
It's
about.
a song?
yes, go look it up. Go
I
look
just
it
looked
up.
it up. It's a song.
Yeah,
Go
it's
watch
awesome.
it now watch it. Now watch it.
It says it's going to become a children's book.
It is, but watch it.
That's what it says.
That's nice. It's cool that they're actually doing something with it.
What is that rattle?
That's me like playing with this little thing. That's like I told you, it has like a million pins in it. I'm just kind of like,
Eat nerds.
oh, this?
Yeah, it does sound like nerds.
I thought it was like a bottle of pills.
No, I'm just like it's like a little square, like a huge square with a white with a like a covering on it. That has like over like 300 needles in it. And you can like press your finger on it and make like stuff to press against the wall. It's the clear wall on the other end.
Sonic Fox, do you believe in Santa Claus?
No? No.
Why not?
I know where I get my gifts from.
How old
I have a question. Okay, Seven,
Yes.
you inspired me. Let's pretend like we're doing an MKC Secret Santa, and I will list a known player, and you must tell me what Secret Santa gift you would buy them.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Number 1, Pig of the Hut.
That should be easy.
Shampoo.
Oh my god. What's up?
Well, he's got that hair.
Blowing him up, dude.
Yo,
How's that
Damn,
blow up?
that's blowing him up, dude.
like that.
I think that's gel in his hair.
Alright, what would you guys do?
A black t-shirt.
He's got plenty of those.
I'll get him a new one.
That's his whole closet.
So he'd have another one.
Slips?
I give him like a gift card to like whatever place that has those like bacon shakes.
What?
Yeah.
Bacon shake.
You guys have never seen those bacon flavored shakes?
No, that's nasty.
Why? Why?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh, 'cause he's pig?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I saw they used to be at Denny's for a while, and they've been in a few different places. Bacon flavored shakes. There's little bacon bits in them. What's going on?
What is that?
What's happening?
I don't know.
They just tried to kill a guy.
What?
What? What are you talking about?
Someone?
No, this ball somebody just now posted this on TYM. It's like a failed assassination attempt on some Russian
Oh
politician.
yeah, I saw that in Bulgaria or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw
I just now watched that. I was like, what the hell?
Number 2. What would you give Wonder Chef? My answer? A piece of kryptonite.
Oh.
What about you guys?
Chef's hat.
That's a good one.
Oh, Chef Hat. I don't know. I don't know him. I mean, I know what he's done. I don't really know him like that. I don't know.
So you wouldn't get him anything.
Yeah, screw him. I'm a horrible Santa. Don't ever ask me.
Slips?
I give him like the full season of the Wonder Years or something.
That is a tight show.
Number 3, M2 Dave. I would give him a lump of coal. K7?
I would give him a low gun buff.
I'll give him the idiot guide to play chess.
I'll give him a trait nerf.
I like that one.
Number 4, Chris G.
I'm sorry, my earphone just cut out right there for a quick second because I actually hit it on the place.
Chris G. Christopher Gonzalez.
A cross.
Cross?
Cross.
Oh, because he's Jesus?
I'm glad everybody's enjoying these puns I'm making.
I would get him a Dragon Zord toy.
What? Why?
The Dragon Zord, because he's the Green Ranger.
That's tight.
The Green Ranger?
Yeah.
Why
Look at
is-
him.
He's the Green
Yeah.
Ranger?
He
Yes.
totally, he looks like Tommy.
It's Tommy.
I thought Tommy was the White Ranger.
He was
He
both.
is. It's the same guy. He was both.
Can we talk about how stupid that was that the White Ranger beat Scorpion?
Yeah, that's dumb.
I didn't
That was
watch that.
stupid.
How'd he
fucking-
beat him?
It was dog shit because the White Ranger got to use his sword. I'm like, well, I imagine Scorpion's gonna use his swords at any point, and he never did.
Oh, he used Saba?
Whatever I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Saba.
But that was dog shit.
Alright.
What would you give Chris G?
I give him like a Legolas figurine or something. Maybe a bow and arrow.
I would give him a copy of Injustice so he could play it.
That's good.
And one final one, Tom Brady.
A microphone.
Yes. He doesn't have a trouble with that.
Exactly. Imagine he does have one.
Fuck.
The whole world will listen.
I'm trying to think of that movie that I Release You was from. I'd give
Dinner
him
with
a
Schmucks.
Yeah, I'd give him a copy of that movie.
I would give him a voucher promising him no one is allowed to blow him up on KTP anymore for a whole year
That
straight.
would be good, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he hates us now.
Yeah.
Well,
You're like, yeah.
I give him some armor.
I like it.
Give him the old Sub-Zero resets back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he'd play it again.
Alright.
What else should we talk about?
Sonic Fox.
Yes.
What city are you from?
Originally from where I am now.
Okay, and where that is where?
Honor student.
You have to be more specific, man. You can't be doing that.
What city are you from?
I am originally from Willingboro.
What the fuck is that?
Willie,
What is
where-
New Jersey. New Jersey.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't ask me what state I was from. God damn it.
All right. So you're like a rural kid. Do you play that knockout game?
What? Oh, that basketball knockout? Occasionally.
No, not that.
Look, you have to be more specific. God damn it.
Knockout. Like that's what the rural kids are playing, where you
What
just
is
walk.
that? You just do.
What are
is
you
that?
talking about?
What are you
I-
talking about?
Gosh, you guys are so out of touch, man. It's ridiculous.
What is that?
Knockout is like you're just walking along the street
Did we jump
and-
somebody?
and you try to knock someone out in one punch.
That sounds like games white people play. No offense.
What? That's
Actually-
That's racist.
First of all, that's super racist. Secondly, it's the opposite. That's your
What
people.
do you mean? I have
Wow.
so many. The thing is, I've only seen that on YouTube, and the only what do you call it? No, what do you call it? Not to be racist, the only group I've been seeing people do that is white people.
You hate
The
white
total opposite. It's only black people.
I can
Two
link
people have actually died because of this.
70. I can link you at least 70. Like, I don't think you understand. On my on my friend's Tumblr, she gets so many she gets so many vines about people being knocked out of one punch. And every time I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they killing each other?
Like 2 people have died from this.
From white people. No, I'm not trying to be racist or anything.
Dude,
I'm look.
that's
All
like
right. I don't even know what my true skin color is, honestly.
It's pretty fucked up.
How is that a game?
I don't know. It's pretty fucked up though.
You just punch a random person?
Yes.
Like, have you seen the footage of it? Like, it's
No.
fucked up.
You just drop to the ground. Like there's often there's blood everywhere.
Like, one person died because they knocked him out, and then they fucking fell into a fence, and their neck got broke.
Oh my god.
Somebody got a concussion from their head just dropping to the ground.
One
Somebody else
dude,
got
and then like some kid, like these young teenagers are playing it, and they got one of them tried to knock out like a 50-something-year-old guy, and he didn't get knocked out, so he just punched the shit out of him until he got fucked up and he died.
Oh my
So-
god.
It's fucked up.
That's what kids do nowadays?
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Damn,
what
Sonic
Sonic
Fox.
Fox.
What do you mean?
Ah.
What do you mean that's what kids do nowadays? None of you guys are kids. You wouldn't know.
That's true.
I mean, that's what our youth is turning into.
What do you mean? No, it's not. You do not know anything.
Gosh,
It's because they took
what is
away,
wrong with you kids these
they
days?
took
What
away
is wrong with
Saturday
kids
morning
these
cartoons.
days? I never want to grow up.
Now they punch people.
I never want to grow up. I want to be a kid forever.
That's that. What do the kids watch? Like, when I was growing up, it was all about the Ninja Turtles. Like, when you were growing up, what was the kiddie show that your generation grew up with?
We grew up with a lot of shows.
Like, was it Pokemon for you?
One of them is Pokemon. For me, specifically, it was like Women Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It was like Courage the Cowardly Dog, man. Like, yeah.
I don't
I
know
love those.
any of those.
I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
what.
Stay free to those. Like, those are like the best cartoons to exist. Like, original,
No, get the fuck out
They-
of here.
they fall part of original Cartoon Network, which is said to be the best Cartoon Network, which I agree with.
Nickelodeon stomps Cartoon Network.
Stay free. What do you call it? Nickelodeon, it just, no, stop.
In the 90s, let's be serious here.
Yo, Boomerang, no. Don't pull out the LBS.
What the hell is Boomerang?
It's kind of,
What the hell are you
it
talking
might
about?
as well be Cartoon Network.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know.
You're like speaking another language.
Yeah.
Boomerang, 1990 Cartoon Network.
What?
Yes.
So what are the kiddie shows that you're talking? Boomerang? Like, I've never even heard of this.
1990 Cartoon Network. It's just called Boomerang today.
Okay, but like, what was the cartoon that was so good?
I don't know what cartoons you want to know. I play video games.
Right now, all I've heard is Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's the thing that everybody watches. I don't watch it because I don't care for Pokemon. Pokemon can go die for all I care.
You don't like Pikachu?
No, I don't.
Squirtle?
No.
Charmander?
No.
That's the only one. I
So like, what were the toys that you bought? Like, your mom bought you, and that you wanted really
I
bad?
play video games. What the hell? No, I play Mortal Kombat.
You didn't
Man.
have toys?
You didn't have
I do.
toys?
My twin brother, he loves toys. Like, he just loves toys. He also likes collecting guns too. Not real guns, but baby guns.
Action figures? Never had
Yeah.
action figures?
No, I do. He loves collecting them. I don't.
All right, what does he collect since you're so weird?
Yeah, I know. I'm the weirdest person in my family. I'm okay with that, honestly. He collects all these different toys. He likes collecting BB guns. He's a shooter and thinks shooting games are the best genre to exist, and that fighting games are all button mashing. Don't blow up my brother. It's not worth it. Let's see. He collects this weird little hammer. Got this toy called. I don't know. Look, it's like these. Oh wait, what's it called? Nerf. It's called Nerf weapons. Nerf weapons.
Oh, we had those.
Okay, Nerf, yeah. We know that stuff.
Got them. Those.
So there's
cheap
no,
parts.
like, show or anything that these kids watch these days,
No,
I guess.
it's like various. I mean, I'm in high school now. I don't give a fuck what anybody watches.
Well, it seems like to me kids these days have more options than we did. We didn't have the internet.
Yeah, we have everything.
Movies took forever. Yeah, we had limited channels.
All we had was just TV and video. I mean, we didn't have video games for a while.
But you're talking to somebody that plays like either goes home and goes straight to their schoolwork and then gets on the video games or just on video games. Like the only thing I watch is True TV. I mean, I do watch Cartoon Network occasionally, but for the most part, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm on True TV all the time. I just always find myself watching hardcore porn at like 12 o'clock.
Hardcore porn?
What? No, I said hardcore porn. Hardcore porn.
What's your favorite porn?
No! It's not.
You like that furry porn.
Yeah. Are you a furry? Be honest.
Me.
Are you a furry?
What do you call it? Supposedly, if you make an OC, yes, you are. So I guess.
OC?
What?
OC stands for original character, which would be the one you see in my avatar pic.
Okay.
What the? So you're a furry?
I guess. I don't. I mean, what do you call it? It's just that the concept interests me. I'm not like really part of that community. I know what they do.
Wait,
trust
stop. What does that mean? No, you can't be
me.
like.
But it's just like
I'm
I
not
don't
gay,
know.
but the concept
No.
of
You will be a furry.
I know.
Yeah, get the
Like I
fuck
said,
out of here.
I was like, I guess I'm a furry, but I'm like, what do you call it? I don't do what they do within the community. What do you call it? I just said, I don't. What do you mean? I'm still a virgin. Get off me.
You fantasize about humanoid fuck.
No. Anyways, I know what they do within the community, and the people always stereotype and say, "Oh, I do that." I'm like, no. I'm not even part of any forums for that.
Wait. What do they do in the?
Yeah, hold on.
That might be timestamped if I explain it to you.
Oh, you can explain it.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. There's sex everywhere.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Wait,
but
what community is this?
The furries.
But now think of it like this. Think of it like this. Pretend it's just some random guy or girl, and I'm a random guy or girl that walks into another random guy or girl. I'm like, hey. They're like, hey, how's it going? Good? Let's fuck. And it just goes like that. That's
So
literally all it is. That's literally all it is. No, I am not.
So you're not into yiffing.
No. Yiffing, yes. That's what I
Yiffing.
That's the term.
What is yiffing?
That's the term referred to furries having sex. No, I am not into yiffing.
Isn't that what the fox says? Yep.
No?
Yip.
Yiffing.
No.
Wow, I'm learning a lot.
Like, I can link you so much. Like, I can link you a whole website dedicated to that kind of stuff. But I probably get that.
So wait. You're not into Batgirl, you like the girl more than the bat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like her as a character. I'm not, oh my god, he's that
Did you dress as a bat?
No.
Yeah. Do you sleep hanging upside down on like a cooked
No,
like Bruce
I
Wayne?
am not. First of all, my name is Sonic Fox. Like, why? No. Second, what do you call it? I just said Batgirl's my favorite character, like one of my favorite DCs.
Are you attracted to Cat from Star Fox 64?
No.
I was a little.
No.
What was the first console that you got?
No, I'm not done with this yet.
Okay.
Have you ever had a fantasy about Cat and Fox McCloud yiffing?
Well, I've never played that series to begin with.
Wait, you've never played Star Fox? But
No, I mean, I paid attention to it, but I never played.
what? What do you mean?
I mean,
attention?
Super Smash, I played Fox, and after I played Fox, I was like, yo, Fox. And then it was like, I looked at the Star Fox where the series was from, and then I like saw the whole storyline. And it was like,
So you have your like logo is the Fox McCloud logo, and you've never
No.
played like Star. Yeah,
No.
the fox you have is the font from Star Fox.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. But you.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You know, go take a closer look at it.
It's obviously a ripoff of it. It's super
No.
close.
What do you mean? It's an Antho Fox. That's how like that's like saying, oh, every other Antho Fox is a ripoff of Star Fox. No, it's not. Star Fox is probably a ripoff of another Antho Fox, who's also a ripoff of another. Like there's no. It's like I'm a human being ripped off from another human being. No, it doesn't work like that.
I don't know about all this.
Yeah, look. This is why I don't ever bring up my other communities that I'm not even part of. That I can't really explain this well to you to even begin with. I can only
All right.
explain what it's about.
What was your first console that you got growing up? Damn, PS2?
Wow.
Wow.
Dude,
That's insane.
That
to me.
makes
So
me
you never
feel-
played Nintendo, Super Nintendo,
never had a
64,
GameCube.
PlayStation 1.
I never had a GameCube. I have a PS1 now, but I never had a GameCube. The consoles I have now is PS1, PS2, PS3, Wii, original Xbox 360.
Damn, I'm fucking old as fuck.
Yeah.
I miss GameCube and Dreamcast and all of those. I mean, I played on the systems before, but I miss those series.
What's the hardest game you've played?
Depends which one you were talking.
I mean, just a period.
I honestly don't know. I mean, honestly, I think fighting games is the hardest genre to play, and that'd be too many fighting games to list.
Not skill-wise, like, just like, what's the hardest one-player game that you've played?
That's a tough one. I honestly don't know. I usually don't play one-player games. I mean, I'm not that lonely. Boom.
I don't get kids these days.
Yeah.
So
Also,
confused.
I just linked, also in the chat room, I just linked with the... If you ever want to look into that furry stuff, you can just go to that website and have fun. I don't care. I mean, go at your own risk and assess W, by the way.
He's linking furry porn. Dude.
No, I didn't link furry
Dude,
porn.
I thought you said you don't look at porn.
I did not link furry porn. If there's furry porn in it, yes, but that's for you to click, not for me. It's not like you enter the website as porn. It tells you what's clean and what's not, and that's not for you to join. I'm like,
Do your
I don't
parents know about this?
know. And they probably don't care either. Because so like, hey mom, I'm a furry. No, it's like, I don't care.
That'd be an interesting conversation.
I know. Just kind of like, as long as you do good in school, Dominic. I'm like, all right.
Wait, I got a question. Like, when you see an NES game or a Super Nintendo game, what do you think?
Mario, Luigi, like, I don't.
Do you think they're like old and
Yeah.
shit, like dumb?
Yeah. They need to like really make up a new series for Nintendo because it's all repetitive to me now.
What about when you see like Mortal Kombat 2, the actors? Are you like, that's dumb? Are you like, that's tight?
I mean, yes and no. Then again, Mortal Kombat 2 wasn't my first Mortal Kombat. Deadly Alliance was, and I fell in love with that game. Actually, if it wasn't for my big brother getting that for his birthday, and then my parents strictly told them not to let me play when I was only like 3 or 4 years old, but I still ended up playing on my own time anyway, and I fell in love with that game. And because they just felt like, oh, Gore's gonna give you nightmares, Dominic. I'm like, no, it's not. And I ended up playing it, and I was like, yo, Mortal Kombat. And then I found out about Deception. Deception, by the way, is my favorite MK3D fighter.
That was a good one. I like
Yeah, I love Deception.
No Katana was bullshit.
Yo,
it.
Jade.
It had Kamal.
Yo, it had Jade. Yo, Jade.
Baraka.
I like the Melina, but I prefer Jade more.
Melina was pretty cool in that. Sindel was cool in that. She was really bad though.
I loved her Harakiri. It was so trolling. Let me do a backflip and fail. I heard Daru was top 2 in that game, right?
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
super top.
I mained him too because I liked the way he poked you. I was like, hey, eat these pokes, bitch.
He had like the best ground pound in history. It was pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, it was so fast. Didn't that come out in like 6 frames?
Yeah, it was pretty.
He was broken.
Yeah, and then he got a free launcher and a combo from it. It was
Yeah,
like, done.
free combo.
Did they ever ban him from tournaments?
What tournaments?
There was no
Oh,
tournament.
there was no tournaments? I could have sworn there was.
Not really. No. I mean, I'm sure there was like 2, but it wasn't played seriously. I mean, online, the online guys did, but
Oh, online. I heard online was heavy. I never got to play it online.
That was
what do
the
you call-
first online Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 9 is the first game to have like real tournaments. Now I know the UMK3 guys are gonna be like, no, we had 16-man tournaments at Summer Jam, but I mean, no, that's cool. Like, that's cool that they supported the game that they love.
Wait,
That's
I
tight.
could have
But
sworn MK versus DCU was a tournament until.
no, they had like 2 with like 16 entrants. That's cool that those people supported MK while MK was high.
I mean,
position, but
Tom Brady played MK versus DCU.
yeah, he played online and he went to like 2 tournaments. But
He was so.
MK9 was the first game where it was like 100-man majors. It was meant to be a tournament game. It was at Evo.
They did with Mortal Kombat what they did with Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, it was a different era.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I agree. It was expired like, I loved it. Who is your favorite all-time MK characters?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, it should be obvious, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, 16-bit. I probably guess Katana.
I mean, I'm a huge fucking fan of Tanya. It's got to be her.
Oh, Tanya? I didn't know that.
Hell no.
Like,
Tanya.
don't troll me like that. I don't know anything.
No, it's Katana.
Oh, who can you guess who mine is?
Daru.
No, it's a woman.
Lee May.
No,
Natera.
no.
Kira.
God fucking damn it! I made one of them in this. What do you call it? Mortal Kombat.
Melina.
No.
Sonya.
Yes.
Why don't you main her more than
Yeah,
Melina
yeah.
then?
Well, I do. What do you mean? At Summer Jam, I won a major with Sonya.
But Melina is who you used before that.
No, I actually used both of them at the same time at the equal levels. I just like, I don't want to keep using Sonya to be accused of a tier whore. I can use them literally both evenly. I can only use Sonya for bad matchups such as Kung Lao, Sonya, or Kenshin. So, that's about it. I'll play any other match.
Would you rather win NEC in Injustice or pick the college of your choosing?
I don't know because I have no idea what college I'm going to even begin with, so it'd probably be NEC.
Yeah, fuck the future, man.
I respect
Justice
that.
Tournament. Yeah.
College I'm going to.
Win $500
Yeah.
in Justice Tournament.
Yeah.
That's
You
tight.
get props.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Your
my mom.
stock market. You can say, Mom, Dad, I'm not going to Yale,
Stock
but
market.
16-bit gave me a stock report.
I like it. I support it.
I would do it.
But like I said, I have no college. If I had a college I was going to, I'd probably been like college. But I have no college in my mind yet. So I was like, you know what? If there's no college for me to think of yet, look.
Favorite Muppet?
I never watched that show.
Who's your favorite Sesame Street character?
I've never watched that show.
I
Jesus.
cannot relate to
Oh
these
my god.
at
I-
all.
No.
This
I'm
is a
that,
blow-up.
I'm that one weird child you see sitting in the back of the classroom with his hoodie on.
Do you know who the Muppets are?
Yes. But I don't know their names, honestly.
God.
All I know is Kermit the Frog, and that's what.
You don't know Miss Piggy and
Miss
Animal?
Just Miss Piggy, yeah, I know Piggy. That's
Animal
right.
was tight.
I don't know anybody else.
You don't know Gonzo?
Nope. Don't know who that hell is.
You never seen Sesame Street?
Probably when I was like 2.
Do you know who the Cookie Monster is?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know who Big Bird is too.
Muppet Babies was tight.
Can you name all 4 Ninja Turtles?
Donatello, what's his name? Raphael, I think. Was it Raphael?
Yeah.
What do you call it? Then there was, what was his name? I just had it in my head. It just went away. What the hell?
Slips, does this make you emo?
Yeah,
Are you in shock?
I'm flabbergasted by this.
I'm that one little kid in the back that's just like, everybody knows I'm weird in school, and I'm like, I'll agree with that statement. I just have the weirdest friends to exist too. So that there's Leonardo, I think, right? His name Leonardo.
Almost there.
And what was the last one?
He's a party dude, if that helps you.
I know who it is, but I don't know his name. Like, I can't think of it.
He's also a Mortal Kombat player.
Oh, Michelangelo.
There you go.
Look,
Wow.
I never watched that show either, so.
Wow.
That's a current show. Like
I know.
What did you see first, the Star Wars prequels or the original trilogy?
The original, no. I don't know. I don't pay attention to Star Wars anymore. I only watched Darth Vader die, that one Star Wars episode.
Are you an alien?
Possibly.
What is going
I
on?
asked the question of whom from this planet.
Have you ever seen the Indiana Jones movies?
Nope.
Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
I've heard about it, but I don't never seen
Just heard about it. Oh,
This is crazy.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it, to be honest. I only know the theme. That's about it. But I don't even know the theme fully, so.
that's horrible.
What's your favorite movie?
Inception.
When you're 15, did you get it?
Yes.
No,
It was so easy to get. What do you call it? It was just a dream within a dream. What couldn't people understand about that? They're like, get the movie, you have to watch twice. No. People, I don't know what people couldn't understand about Inception. I was like, it's such an easy movie to understand. Like, and I've seen it so many times. Like, I got it the first time I watched it and I loved it. And I was like, they really
It
did.
is a good movie.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite Michael Jackson song?
I don't really listen to Michael Jackson. I know all of his songs. I don't listen to him.
He would just.
Probably Thriller.
Yeah, do you know about Michael Jackson other than being a pedophile? Like, is that your only context?
What do you mean? No, I never even thought he was a pedophile to begin with.
What?
He wasn't even alive during all that.
Yeah, he wasn't even a pedophile. Get out of here. People just claimed he was. He wasn't.
I think he was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah, let's be serious here.
Yo.
Also, OJ was also innocent. Yeah.
It's like hanging out with the Home Alone kids and stuff.
So
Guys, I have a. Anyway, continue what you're gonna say.
I would say like I'm bad, or what do you call it, or either I'm a smooth criminal, I'm bad, or
Smooth Criminal's tight.
I'm like I said, I'm that one kid just in the background. I'm like, who the
I
fuck
think Beat
is
It's
that?
the best.
Yeah, Beat It's good. Beat It's good.
Beat It's the best.
Just
Thriller.
Beat It.
Thriller, yeah.
Thriller's got the best video, but it's not the best song.
I have one more topic. Did you guys know today, as of the 22nd, we're recording, marks the 50th anniversary of one of our nation's most historic moments?
What?
The assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Oh, where?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
November 22nd, 1963.
That's crazy.
Dude, my mom was there when he got assassinated. She was like in the town.
She was in Dallas.
Yes. She was going to college when that happened.
So let's discuss, what do you guys think? I've read a lot about this. I love
Magic
this
Bullet.
I didn't
This
even
is one of my
exist.
favorite. Well, none of us existed, dude. We're not 80.
Yes, you are. Don't lie. It went out and across.
Do you know what happened?
He got shot in the head. I watched the video. I watched the real video of him getting assassinated. Yes, I already know what happened.
Ruder film. One of the most important pieces of film in history.
Yeah. I don't know how people caught that on film, though. I'm like, really? They got that?
It was a parade.
Yeah, it was
I
a
know.
parade.
But, no, like Scott said, I'm surprised only one person got that.
Well, you have to understand, you had to film thing, you had a big fucking camera. Not many people could afford it. It was actually shot by a citizen named Abraham Zapruder, who had a home movie camera.
Yeah, not everyone had iPhones and everyone was videotaping.
Right.
I'm going to put this on my Instagram.
Yeah,
Stop.
Zapruder didn't like tweet. OMG, Chad Kennedy is shot. Hashtag.
Oh my god! Our president just got shot! That's how it was.
OMG.
What about like
brain matter? Like, yeah, that's
Oh
not.
my god. What about the
There's
conspiracy
blood everywhere!
that it
So
was
let's
an
talk
inside
about
job?
what do you guys really think happened?
I think it
Because
was-
I feel super strongly about this.
He got shot? I don't...
Well, I think we all agree that he got shot. I'm sure there are people that think aliens kidnapped him, but who killed him? What do you guys think?
It was an
I'll go.
inside job.
Slips?
I thought they caught the person that killed them already.
Lee Harvey Oswald is who was accused and caught, and then he was later killed, like, the next day. 2 days later, I think. But Slips, what do you think?
I think it was just Lee Harvey Oswald.
I've read so much about this, and I don't think if you look at this with an open mind and you review the facts, unbiased, you can come to any conclusion other than Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. A far-left communist sympathizer with a gun, with a history of being a marksman. He had the opportunity, he had the motive. It's not a magic bullet. It's the ballistics work out perfectly fine.
There was no... I watched the whole documentary about this. There was no such thing as a magic bullet. He just simply got shot in the head.
Yeah, if you look at how the car was aligned and raised,
Yeah.
the angle of it makes perfect sense.
The people are thinking like it bounced and like hit him up. No,
It did not.
He
Yeah,
just
you
got
can perfectly
shot.
line up. You can make sense of it.
The
completely.
theory is it was someone in the CIA who shot him, and they had him positioned on the hill as the fall guy.
We know that Lee Harvey Oswald was against the government. We know he was a communist sympathizer. We have very good reason to suspect he had already tried to assassinate a general, a retired general. Like, we know he was at the school book depository. We are almost certain that he had the gun. We are almost certain he brought the gun to the school book depository. We know he could have fired the shot. We know he was right there afterwards. We know he killed a cop while trying to flee. If you look at this murder case and you remove Jack Kennedy, no one would think it wasn't obviously Lee Harvey Oswald. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes a 23-year-old with a gun can change the course of history. Like,
That's some real talk.
damn right.
There's a poll, and 58% of Americans think it was an inside job.
I know, but I think most people don't actually follow the facts. They follow movies like JFK because
Yeah, that's what I'm going
Right.
off of.
because it's more interesting to think that there had to be more. It's scary to think that a young man who didn't like the government could change the shape of history. It's scary to think that you, with a gun, could do that. But it happens. I mean, he just happened to work there. He knew the president was in town. He did it. Like, I don't see any... What the fuck is this piano music in the
Are you
background?
playing piano?
Nope. Go on.
Anyway, that's... recording.
What?
God.
What?
God!
What?
I was talking to Dizzy, never mind. He asked what I was doing. He heard me yelling in here. What's going on?
You were yelling? I mean, if you were yelling, I probably had my earphones blasted out. I mean, I'm using Beats.
Well, it's me, so I was just talking in my normal voice, which is... like,
Yelling.
I'm sure the
Yeah.
downstairs neighbor were like, why is this guy so passionate about Catwoman?
Viva La Vida is a godlike song. Probably the only song I still listen to.
What?
Other than that, I'm listening to video game music.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Music.
What?
What song?
I mean, like I said, I mainly listen to video game music.
Alright.
Alright. Anyways,
I'm
so
sorry.
I got a question.
Don't interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going. You kept saying, what song? I'm like,
You're on your deathbed.
I know.
You're like, this is a question. This is a question for everyone. You're on your deathbed. You know your last breath is coming very soon. What would your last words be to...
I'm dying with my secrets.
Like, what would you want to go out saying?
Top 8
I'm
Evo, hold that.
That's what you would say.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I know.
That's my last words. Just be like, YOLO.
YOLO. Mine would be.
Enough to throw away.
Mine would be a quote from the great Kenny Powers. Fundamentals are a crutch for the talentless.
What? What does that mean?
I'm just saying it once.
It's recorded.
That's right.
I can make it say. I can make you say it as many times as I want.
So, Slips, what's yours?
I have no idea. I was asking you guys.
You don't have one? Say like Cowabunga!
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I think it would just be like good games.
Good games.
Good games.
GG.
What would you want on your
Pass
What would you
that.
want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni.
YOLO.
The best player in the Cabal matchup.
Oh my god.
God.
Cabal killer. Here lies 16 men.
Cabal
The
killer.
Cabal killer.
Good God.
Down one
Oh
killer.
my god. You just said that. Oh my god.
Mash down.
Here lies Katana of America.
Yo, now you have to get chaotic on here. He's gonna blow you up in 16-bit.
Well, it'd be on my grave. He can hold that shit. that shit's chiseled in stone. Hold that.
Watch him wave dash you into the afterlife.
What would you have, K7?
I don't know.
What would you want someone to put on your... Or what? You can request it, or...
Back elf grappling hook.
Legalize
That's the
weed
worst.
or something. Batgirl's grappling.
So whenever I need to, I can just teleport at the grave.
Wouldn't yours just be something like, wish I wasn't born in Oklahoma?
Yeah, something like that. Oklahoma's okay.
Oh my god.
Was not a redneck.
There you go. Oh, talking about death.
Yo, yeah, we just went from
Hey,
going
Beth.
to NEC to death. No, we went from NEC to furries to death. How did this happen?
That's about normal.
Beth, I mean, it's a part of life.
That's deep.
I feel like I have to play clocks now.
Dude, do you think
Dude.
we're gonna see the end of the world in our lifetime?
No, I doubt it. Probably what do you call it? World War III, probably. I can see that coming.
It's possible.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
World War III?
I mean, it's not gonna happen in our life. I don't think the end of the world's gonna happen in our lifetime.
I hope not. Don't
Yeah, I
jinx
hope
it.
not.
I think mankind will stay strong for a long time.
I used to be real scared of that when I was a kid.
And I get paranoid about it occasionally, but I'm like, what if it happens, it happens. And
Is
that's
that normal when you're a kid to like think of the end of the world?
No, I think that's normal.
no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay, good.
What do you think about
To
the
think
space
that
program?
is
Do you
normal.
think we should go into space?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'd wish we'd get a man on Mars.
A lot of people say it's a waste of money. We shouldn't even bother. A lot of people say we've got too many problems here to be worrying about fucking space.
Well, we had
That's the
problems.
future.
Yeah, we had problems in the 60s. We've always had fucking problems. The space program, relatively speaking, doesn't even cost that much. Like, I thought America took pride in being the best. I thought we were the kings of technology and the kings of innovators. What happened to that? America just claims we're the best based on nothing. these days. We were like, you know what? Russia, hold that shit. We're going to the moon before you. Hold that shit. Top 8 at Evo, the moon. and nowadays, we're not the best at anything. I guess we're the best at war, sort of. We still can't really occupy any country like anyone else. Like we can
we have the best military technology.
Sort of.
That's about it.
Arguably. Other than that, we're not. When was the last time we invented something where everyone was like, "Oh shit!" Like the internet in the 70s. Like we're not innovators anymore. Are we going to be the first to have clones? Probably not. Will we be the first to cure cancer? Probably not. Are we going to first to go to Mars? Not at this rate. What happened to be us being innovators? What happened to people dreamed about what we could come up with? It's bullshit.
Yeah, we suck.
I wish we
balls.
would go to Mars. I wish we
Segway.
Wow, that really changed things. The fucking owner of it fucking fell off a cliff on it.
Yeah. It's pretty shitty.
It
seems like all of our intelligence went into, like, military. And whatever wondrous technology we have, it's in secret in the military. It's not going to be used.
I agree.
We're selling, like when we were growing up, like the F-15, the F-18, like we're selling that now because apparently we have jets that are so much more broken than that. It's like, wow, I wish that we could use that sort of intelligence other than the fucking military, because we're not fucking going to, like, we're not putting it to any use. Like, we're not having any conventional war. We're just blowing up, like, third world countries and shit. But yeah, I agree. I think we should go into space.
Do you think, like, technology should be further along than it is?
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm playing Injustice right now, and I'm on the Metropolis stage, and it's like, this is only 5 years into the future, and it looks like fucking Back to the Future 2. Like, where the fuck are our flying cars?
Everyone thought we'd, like, have flying shit by now.
Yeah, I don't own a flying car. Do you? I don't.
No.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
I want a jetpack.
Yeah, where's our fucking jetpacks?
I don't know.
iPhones and shit instead.
Now, that, to be fair, that is, the internet is awesome. That's definitely the best thing to happen in our lifetimes.
Yeah, the internet is the biggest life changer by far.
My phone is better than my PC that I got in, like, 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Remember when it was so weird because the internet was kind of like whatever-ish. It was so slow.
Yeah.
It was like
Windows 98.
It took like 2 hours to download like an 8-minute clip or something. Like, it was so gradual, and eventually it just became. It was so gradual we didn't even notice how big of a change it was.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like 99 or so when it really started taking off.
Yeah, if you would have told me my 12-year-old self, yeah, you know, you can pretty much find out anything you want ever, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? It sounds dumb. I got encyclopedias, like, I got everything there. But, like, yeah, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy now.
New tech.
New tech is crazy.
Tech.
Like, I'll give it that, but yeah.
Calling NRF to patch it out so they can normalize it.
But yeah, like, I don't know what the hell's going on now.
Yeah, but something can be said, like, before the internet, like, when you had to watch a music video on MTV, when you had to wait a week for a show, it made it better. Don't you think?
What do you mean?
I don't know about that.
Like, now, there's so much of everything. There's so much content. Back then, if you wanted to watch X-Men, the new episode, you had to wait a week. And it was that much better because of it.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's the whole, it was fun being a kid thing, because you had to wait for Christmas to get what you wanted. You had to wait for your birthday to get what you wanted, and it made it so much better. But in actuality, it sucked. It just, because you finally got it, it made you happy.
Yeah, but there was like one channel for music, and everybody watched it.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a connection, you know.
Well, there's a connection now. Everyone's connected by the internet.
But there's so much content.
Yeah, everyone can kind of connect through their own interests now. Like when I was growing up, I was the only one that fucking liked the Ninja Turtles. Everyone thought I was a fucking idiot.
What?
I was like, I was the only one that liked Star Wars. Like I went to a Catholic school. Like my class was like consisted of like 20 kids. So I was super outsider. But if I would have had the internet back then, I probably could have found some people that like some other kids that liked what I liked. So it sucked. So I mean it's great now.
Did you know the guy that wrote the dictionary was insane and cut off his dick?
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, the guy's name was William Chester Miner. He was one of the main writers of like the Oxford Dictionary. He lived in an insane asylum. He was absolutely batshit crazy, and he cut off his penis.
Why?
Because he was fucking crazy. Actually, among the mentally ill, cutting off your dick is quite common.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Flip
about?
back on?
Sometimes they can't.
Why is it common?
Well, you get feelings like you blame your sex drive for your fucking crazy feelings. It's, you know,
That's
so you cut it,
crazy.
you're like, I gotta take this off. It's making me crazy. Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard about that many times.
That would hurt.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
up William Chester Miner.
Then again, I did watch the Pain Olympics.
Oh my god. I know what that is.
I watched it and I didn't even flinch. I was like, oh no.
Luckily, that is fake. It's confirmed fake.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It's
It'll
fake.
work.
It's a
How?
work. It's like special effects.
Nah.
It is.
It's a work.
Like, look it up.
No. You just told a minor to look up porn. I'm going to call the FBI on you.
No, please don't.
Don't worry about that.
You saw the BME Pain Olympics and you're like 15?
I've seen worse when I was only like 10. Like, I don't think you understand when you get the concept of that weird little kid in the back of the classroom. But I wasn't even, like, when I first saw gore, or when I first saw real life death on the computer, I didn't even flinch. I was like, oh, well, that happened.
So you're into like those death videos?
I don't watch them on my own time. It just, if they ever get linked to me and I see them, I'm like, oh.
I was into them for a little bit.
That's horrible.
It's really fucked up.
What,
I know.
Like snuff films and shit? I mean, those aren't real.
It's like,
Real life
like
death.
Faces of Death type shit.
So you liked, what's that fucking site?
Ogrish.
Best score.
Ogrish, and what's the other
Yeah,
classic that
Ogrish
everyone
is
needs
the
to
one.
look it up?
too.
What's
The one in
Ogrish?
high school everyone looked at? Fucking goddamn it, I forgot.
What's Ogrish?
They went out of business, but they were like a gore site.
Oh. The one that's really well known today is Best Score. I'm like, how do people look that up? I can't do that. Like, I can't look on my free time and go look up somebody dying. I can't do that.
I would advise not to watch it.
Why were you watching it?
It's curiosity.
It's kind of weird. You're a
A
little
lot
weird.
of people are into it.
A lot of people are into watching people die.
Yes.
Yes.
There's like a scene.
Actually, it's called, what do you call it? They even have, like, even for art, people love watching people
Oh, now I
die.
remember Rotten.com. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
that's
That was it.
tight.
I
Yeah,
went there.
Rotten.com. That was huge in high school. Everyone
They
was
were
like,
nasty, man.
Yeah, you felt like you were watching something. You get in trouble.
Yeah.
I remember in high school we'd go into like the library and be like, oh god,
Yeah.
Rotten.com, we're so fucking metal. It was awesome. I wonder if that site, I'm gonna go to that site right now. I wonder if it's still up.
I don't think it's up. It's like Faces of Death to the next level.
It's up. It's still up.
Is it?
Yeah, that's tight. Pure evil since 1996. That's tight.
That's tight.
What's the Faces of Death? I mean,
What?
like I said, I don't
You know
go out of
Faces
my
of Death?
I don't go out of my time to go look up human. What do you call it?
I don't either, but I know about that.
Like I just feel like that's
Really
like
big,
destroying.
90s.
Like like when I watch human death, I'm like I feel like I'm breaking human rights right now.
See, Faces of
I
Death
can't do that.
is one of the greatest independent films of all time. It's a
I
guy.
don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the most influential. No, it's one of the most influential. I mean, like it's a guy that it's basically just a montage of fucked up shit. Some of it's fake, some of it's just real newsreel footage and autopsy crap like that. And it's got this really corny narrator who claims he's doing like a study on death and shit like that. And some guy made it for really cheap, and it was huge. Absolutely, it was released in the 70s, and it was everyone. I mean, in the 80s, people were still talking about it. It was huge. They made a bunch of sequels. It's absolutely legendary. The scene where those people get that monkey brain, or they're eating the monkey.
They hit the monkey.
Yeah, they hit the monkey with a hammer. It's classic. Yeah. Then they made sequels, and they were more fake. They had more fake deaths and shit, but the original was a classic.
Dude, they used to play, like, number 4 on the drive-in movies, and people would drive by and see this shit, and they got in a lot of shit over it. They, like, made them stop showing it. Is this
anyway, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
No. Dude, it was normal, and you weren't into that shit? Yeah.
Everybody's seen
I don't want to fucking see that shit.
What a square.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm square?
I mean,
Yeah,
like, what do you call it?
like-
I can look at gore in video games. It's just like when it goes to humans, right? I mean, I can still look at it. It's just like it's not something I go out of my way to do. It's like I feel like when I watch someone die, like I don't know what to say. It's like,
Dude, it's like a rite to passage. You're like, oh, you see something fucked up, put in the VHS.
Because it's like, your parents would be pissed if they saw
Right.
this. Yeah, it's like, it's the same appeal Mortal Kombat had. Where you're like, this ain't Mario. Fuck you, Sonic the Hedgehog. You're getting killed here. This shit's getting real.
I don't know, that's a little fucked up.
No, it's normal.
It was fake, though.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
Kinda
enough
weird.
death.
enough death. That's like making me emo.
Don't be emo.
What do you think the biggest disaster? Like, the internet's probably the best invention in
It's
our
the
lifetime.
best invention, but it's the worst thing to ever come to humans.
What's the
my
biggest
opinion?
disaster of our lifetime?
9/11,
Dan?
9/11?
George
9/11?
Bush.
Sure.
I'm not. I mean, the Iraq War, like Katrina, like he definitely.
For me, specifically, 9/11 didn't really affect me because it didn't happen. I don't really know what's going on. So
I mean, is George Bush not a good answer? Even the Republicans are like, oh, we kind of whiffed on that one.
God, there was so much bad shit that happened under Bush.
Yeah.
9/11, Katrina, the stock crash of 2008.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he was bad.
Dude, do you think
Yeah.
him getting reelected was, like, fixed?
probably.
No, I don't think so. I think people truly thought that he was the guy that was supposed to. He was the hard-nosed, I'm going to kill those terrorists, and I think people were behind that.
Yeah, you can have a beer with him. He's a nice guy. I don't want an elite president. Can we, after Bush, or can we be done with? I don't want an elitist for a president. I want someone folksy, which is weird. We're electing the leader of our country. Why would we not want an elitist? Why would we not want a guy from an Ivy League college? Why would we not want the smartest guy in the room? If there's someone who would have a beer with me, why the fuck would I want him running the country? I'm an idiot.
That's true.
Yeah. If you're running for president, you better be orders of magnitude better than me. You damn right I want an elitist as president. I'm just like me. I'm dumb. Like, what the? Can we be done with that logic already? It's a disaster.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's weird. No one would go, man, I got this new doctor. He's going to do brain surgery on me. He's just like me. He's a regular guy. He's all folksy. I'd have a beer with him. No one would say that. But for politics, for some reason, that's our logic, that we want a nice guy. He's not a... Yeah, I have a new doctor.
He's just like you guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a heart transplant. Luckily, he's not one of those elitists. He didn't go to medical school.
He slept at a Holiday Inn last night.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Who would George Bush main in Injustice?
Green Lantern.
Zod.
Green Lantern, military man, super brain dead to play as.
No, it would be Zod. He would just make everybody kneel before him. He'll be the Pope 2013.
Zod's
He's
way
too
too
hard.
hard. Yeah, Zod's way too hard to play as.
He's too execution heavy.
Yeah, he is.
Back 1-3.
He's pretty.
Back 1-3. Like, yeah, Green Lantern.
What if he sees this? What if he sees this podcast? That'd be
Then
godlike.
that would be.
A
There's
testament as
no
to why we
universe-
shouldn't have had him
yeah.
in.
There's no universe where George Bush knows about this podcast.
How does it feel knowing that, you know, in your youth, like, just maybe like the very twilight of your years, America was pretty good, and then like the last 8 years or 10 years or 13 years, I don't know. Like, we've turned to shit. Like, are you emo about what our country, like, what you have to look forward to as a younger generation? Like, 'cause shit was looking good for America for a while. Now it sucks.
I don't know what to say.
He didn't know who Ghostbusters is. I don't think he like
I
watches.
don't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, I know about them. I just don't pay attention. I just don't have
Are you
it.
looking forward to be, like, having a lot of student loan debt when you go to college?
No.
Will you vote?
Possibly. Probably, yeah.
I wondered if the youth is disgruntled even, because I'm disgruntled.
Remember Rock Your Vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point where so many votes are being edited. Like, the one with Mitt Romney, there's, like, so many votes being fixed, and it's like, I don't trust this government.
Because I remember growing up, I was pretty patriotic. I was pretty optimistic. I was like, man, our country's tight. But as I've gotten older, I'm just like, God, man, we really, shit got fucked up. And I'm emo. And I wonder if the youth is like that. I wonder if the youth is still maybe it's just an age thing. I don't know.
No. They've never known anything else.
It's weird. I wonder if our parents thought the same way, like at our age.
Probably.
Or were they super optimistic? Were they like super patriotic? I think they were. I think our parents were patriotic all the way up, and I think they still are. I think that's why.
Not after Vietnam.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
true.
I think somewhere there was a telephone call, because there was a podcast, where my parents were talking about how fucked up everything is. I mean, we just talked about their president got shot in the head.
That's true.
My dad was in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, as bad
And
as
we
you have
lost.
it, yeah, as bad as you have it, at least you have video games and shit. My dad was he was face first in the muck watching his friends get shot.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to just chill out.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
All right, I'll take that. I'll hold that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had it better than our parents.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
But Sonic Fox has it worse than us.
Oh, what? I was reading something. I'm sorry, what?
What were you beating?
No, I'm so done.
alright, I think it's time
Is
to
it
go out with the
time?
game, yeah, and then peace out.
Do our little gimmick here.
Okay, no, I'm about gimmicks. Get off it. Stop.
Yeah, you are. Alright, so I'm going to say some names. You say the first thing that comes into your mind. But you cannot say their character name. Their character name's name.
Yeah, and blow them up. We want blow-ups. Don't be like, don't be like,
Treat everyone else like you treat Carl.
yeah, we want blow-ups. No respect. Don't be like Pig of the Hut and you're like, the best in the world. Like, we want blow-ups.
No respect.
No respect.
That's our...
You name game like you play MK9. Fucking roll. Yeah, I'm gonna roll again. Hold that.
Oh, I do that all the time. What the hell?
Yeah, I've noticed.
Like, you'll wake up with a roll, you'll punish me for like 40%, and you'll think, oh, he's learned. I'm like, no, I haven't.
Yeah, I actually noticed.
I conditioned you to start blocking my roll, and I wanted to go like back 3 or something. Because that's when I start waking up attacking myself. I'm like, oh yeah, you better start blocking my roll, you bitch.
God, Batgirl's perfect for you. It's so
I know, because it's like I get everything Melina does and more. Like,
all right, so K7.
All right, first name. First thing comes into your mind. Tom Brady.
Mean but real.
Perfect legend.
Free.
That really was the first thing that came to mind.
Wow, that was instant. Gamer Blake.
Cole.
Theo.
Hard to fight, but he's a really cool guy to play.
Kevo Demand.
What do you call it? A guy that talks shit, but he's really cool when you actually meet him.
Revolver.
Never really met him. He looks quiet. He looks like the type that's really quiet.
James MK.
Oh, real. Even more real. He's like Tom Brady times 7.
Pig of the Hut.
I don't know what to say about Pig. We talk all the time, so I don't know. What do you call it? I don't know. I don't know how to explain him. He has weird personalities to describe.
Egon Spangler.
I have no idea who that is, so I'm gonna say Free. I have no idea who that is.
Last name. Bill Menudis.
That's Tom Brady, and no. That's the same guy. That would be the same thing as the first one.
This is him without the gimmick.
Oh, is that the gimmick?
This is the man.
Oh, so this is a real Tom Brady.
Right.
The Killer Instinct guide.
There you go. Alright.
That was free.
Yeah, that was free. Let's do shoutouts. So, say whatever you want to say. I'm more into it.
What do you call it? I guess shoutouts to Pick of the Head for, playing with me a lot. We talk a lot and talk about Mad Tech. I mean, I often unintentionally blow him up, but hey, that's life. I guess shout out to everybody going to NEC, because that's going to be a hype tournament. It's going to be hype. Like, I want everybody to be there. That has to be the biggest Justice tournament. Don't laugh at my comments. I mean, I'm not the type to give out shout outs anyway, so I guess that's about it.
Alright.
I have a few.
I'm free.
Shoutouts to the Indianapolis scene and Semi-Evil Ryu for hosting Naptown Clutch. A bunch of us, like 8 of us, went there and it was awesome. We played MK, which was a debacle. Everyone was super washed up. But Injustice was awesome. He was a great host. He housed us. It was great. Those guys are cool. Shoutouts to Phil Pops for getting top 4 with Noob Saibot. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Top 4 with Noob Saibot. Hold that, Madsen. Hold that.
Out of how
that.
many?
Oh, word?
There were, I don't remember the exact entrance, but there were a lot of people at the venue. It was in a mall. There were a lot of people there.
Right? Got 4-man tournaments. What about it?
There were, I will say this, there was enough to have an 8-man bracket, and there were a lot of people at the venue. So, Phil Pops, top 4 Noob Saibot. Hold that, Hito Shura. Hold that, FPR Mono. Hold that, Madsen. As well as big shout-outs to Tommy for winning Injustice and MK. It was kind of funny, because obviously every time I lose, I get super salty, but this salt was like top 3 salt of my life. He hit the game-winning combo, he hit the lift, and I unplugged the pad and started, Chaos Sphere, I was told afterwards that Chaos Sphere said, a bomb's about to drop, and that is exactly what happened. I was, you think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? It was absolutely freaking out.
Wait, so he got a game-winning combo on you, and then you, like,
Yeah, I rage quit. I unplugged the stick, or the pad, and was absolutely fuming. He was leaning up against the wall while I was screaming at him. It was terrible. I had to apologize. Yeah, I had to apologize to him later and all that. Although, the sad thing is, what an indictment of my temper is that he was used to it. I was like, I'm sorry, like, a little bit later, and he's like, it's whatever, I'm used to it. Like, which is...
God.
What a poor sport.
Yeah,
So
it was bad.
was it like, was he trolling you during the match? Or was it
No,
like
no, he was totally innocent. The reason I was so mad is there's a couple reasons. One, like, it was super close. I was in losers and I reset it. I was about to win. And he had one hit left and I went to throw him.
Mhm.
And he did a wake-up lift and made a huge fucking comeback. And then I absolutely lost my patience and got killed. And lost the tournament. And secondly, was like, even though it's a local that wasn't even streamed and no one cares, there was this fucking trophy. And I really wanted the fucking trophy.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like, knowing that he now has this trophy in his bedroom makes
Yeah.
me really fucking mad.
Trophies are tight.
I've made mad people salty in the Skullgirls community. Like, I wanted to beat somebody, and the guy literally took his controller and threw it against the table. I was like, oh my god. Like, cause, there was like, you know, the TOD version of Skullgirls, and I practically took 90% of his health, and he had less than that left. Cause, you know, he felt it was okay to be ducking low, he fell for an instant overhead. And, pretty much, I TOD'd him right then and there, and then he took his controller and just threw it, like, as hard as he could against the table, and, like, bounced and hit the wall. And I, like, backed up. I didn't even shake his hand. I just got up and left. Like, I was so scared.
You know, it's like we've said before, what makes this game, everyone's so salty, and I think, you know, the main reason we've said is that by the nature of it, it's so based on characters having, you know, 2 or 3 dominating tools. Like, Green Lantern has to be the worst at that. It's literally just back 1-3, back 1-3, back 1-3. I can't compete with footsies with that. I can't. It's jumping is suicidal.
Doesn't it come out in like 9 frames?
Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. It's like fighting Kenshi. It's unbearable. So the
Pick up
fact
back up.
first I was on that high of like, man, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna win this tournament. I can't wait to show off that trophy to Aaron. This is gonna be awesome. Even though he won't give a fuck. Hold that shit. And then as I started to lose, I absolutely lost my patience and was done, and then all that frustration came out. It was awesome. This game's awesome. So shout outs to Tommy for winning Naptown Clutch.
We're gonna get on the
Also,
show.
I never got the time to say this, but at last year's NEC, I have to apologize to Big D for trolling him on stream. I never apologized, and I don't feel guilty about it today.
What'd you do?
This is on YouTube. You can go see it too. Literally during it was Ermac versus Molina, right? And I kind of I won the first match. He came back and won the second match. So it came down to the last match. It wasn't the final round. Like, I won the first round. And during the second round, I was on my game-winning round. During the second round, I had the full life lead, full meter lead, and everything. And he kept trying to zone me. So I did an instant air side, and then I just dashed forward, and then I turbo teabagged the hell out of him for 3 seconds. Like, not 3 seconds, about 2 seconds. But it was just enough for you to notice I was turbo teabagging him in front of the stream. And then, like, everybody just started screaming, like, "Why you dick?" And then he sent me, he pushed me in the corner, and he okayed me, and I just woke up rolling, and then like uppercutted him. It was like, no. And it's like, he came up to me, he's like, "Don't ever do that on stream ever again," and walked away. I was like,
That's tight.
I have to apologize, Big D. I'm just a troll in general. Don't take it personally. Trust me, if that was like, say, Carl or 16-bit or Pick Up the Head, I've easily just turbo teabagged him right then and there too. I'm sorry. I've never apologized because another guy put on something to apologize. And I still feel guilty.
You should.
I
Yeah,
know.
you should.
I know, I'm a dick. But no, like, I'm a dick only in game. Like, outside of it, I'm just kind of like, hey. But when you play me in, like, you play me in, Skullgirls teaches you this too, because Skullgirls is based about teaching you, like, about humiliating your entire opponent. Like, that's what they purposely added huge overkills to your opponent when they're dead. Which I always abuse the hell out of. Yeah. I'll always find one way to humiliate you, one way or another when I'm fighting you. Like, no matter what happens, I'll when I'm playing Paco, believe it or not, I can. If I ever have you on Fortress of Solitude, you know the interactable that zaps you, right? On the right side. If I know you're gonna die and you want to class so badly and I teleport you and you're in the corner, what I'll do is as soon as I get off you, I'll just start turbo teabagging you right then and there and flipping my stances. And then as you're leaving the grappling hook, as you get ready to land on the ground, I'll just click R1 as you're about to land on the ground, you'll get zapped. And I'll keep teabagging you, and then you'll land on the ground and I'll just back three you out. And make instead of making you instantly die from the back three and not having to see the animation, I'll back three you and force you to see the animation because it's nerfed. Damage.
Alright, you guys got anything?
I'm going to try and do that at NEC. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, one more thing. Is this going to go up on Monday?
Probably.
Ghost Battle Series next week, because of Thanksgiving, is going to be on Tuesday. So to everyone who watches us, check it out on Tuesday instead of the usual Thursday.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I've always wanted to go to the GGA, but I live in Delaware. Nobody knows what Delaware is anymore. Nobody even knows Delaware exists.
Alright, I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm done here. You guys
SonicFox.
had me past my bedtime.
Yeah. Remember to drink your milk, take your vitamins, and don't
Fuck it, I'll put
do
some vodka in
drugs.
that if I want to.
Winners don't use drugs. William Sessions told me that.
What about stimulants?
We're not going to offer you drugs or anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're not gonna get in trouble.
Man.
That was
Offer you drugs over the internet.
super rape. What the hell does that even mean?
Crack,
It's
little
not going to be
boy.
like, hey kid, there's candy in this van. Come in my van. You're going to be fine.
I'll fully accept.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, winners don't do drugs. William F. Sessions told me that.
Well, I play Bacco, so it's all irrelevant.
Who's
Well-
William F. Sessions?
The arcade, dude, you've never seen that? In 90s arcade games, it'd be like, FBI warning, winners
Yeah.
don't do drugs. William Sessions.
Yeah.
Who
Who's
is
fucking the FBI director. How could you not know that? This is a blow up.
I don't know that.
Blow up.
It's a blow up.
Yeah.
It's like on almost every arcade game in the 90s.
Yeah,
remember the,
winners
like,
don't do
logo.
drugs.
Winners don't use
Oh,
drugs.
yeah.
William S. Sessions.
I never read it.
You couldn't not see it.
I did.
Well, it had like
This is-
at the very end of a game.
Oh,
saying, do not do drugs.
That's
Obviously, I never saw it.
bullshit, dude. It was all over the games.
Stay free to arcades.
Yeah.
This is a blow up.
I'm sorry.